Welcome in to the next team chess battle. Dare I say it's the team chess battle that everybody has been waiting for. The return of Hikaru Nakamura and Levy Rosman, who already got the job done once, and Robert Hess and Naroditsky, who I think made Peter Spither and Jan Gustafsson lose their mind. But we'll talk about that later. But all right, it's team chess battles. I'm not really supposed to say anything here because I've got four of the best commentators and content creators in the world. So who wants to go first, gentlemen?
Okay. I guess I'll start. I guess Hikaru's just been reduced to commentator and content creator,
Well, he's also one of the best players in the world. But in this world, we're here
That's
to
true.
banter, I guess.
That is fair. That is fair. Listen. I'm excited to see what happens, and this is clearly a fan favorite format. They really enjoy watching us talk through our thought process, and probably in this matchup for all four of us. I mean, they really enjoy watching like the skill discrepancy, at least for our duo, and then we got the two best commentators in the game right there. So like they get to see Hikaru and I bounce ideas off each other. They get to see Danya and Hess, throw on their commentator hats and explain stuff. So very exciting.
Robert and Danya, do you guys want to say anything as the two best commentators in the world?
Robert, you first. Better player first.
Oh, so Danya, you're just being nice and generous. I really got not much to say, honestly. Just so much respect for both these two. I just saw Levy in Boston, obviously, over the weekend, and Hikaru is Hikaru. He's got that mononym going. You know who Hikaru is, and I just think it's going to be a fun battle. I haven't prepared for Hikaru for a long time, so it's going to be fun to play against Hikaru and Levy today.
I totally second that. This has been a really sorry, Danny. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. It's your show.
Well, this has been a really fun event. I honestly was really pumped that we won the first match and that we're here. It's fun. I'm just here to have a good time, which is pretty rare when I play in tournaments because usually I feel nervous and there's a lot on the line. But I really feel like this tournament it's really chill, which doesn't mean that I'm not going to try. I think we're going to try, but whatever happens, I'm really excited to be here, and I think we'll do our best.
Well, Danya's here, so he has a good time. I'm here, so I don't get fined. Let's bring up the bracket real quick before I throw to Hikaru, because I do want to get Hikaru's thoughts as we take a look at how everybody got here. On the most important thing that I got hit with this morning, Hikaru, was a text from Anish Giri, who wanted me to ask you if you have any advice for Anish on how to be a better teammate. Do you have any advice for Anish on how to be a better teammate?
How to be a better teammate. I was about to say that you should trust your partner a little bit more. But if I say that, everybody's going to be saying that I don't trust Levy enough, even though I trust him a lot in the first game we played last match. But I think it's just like have more confidence. Tell them they can do whatever they want to do. You don't always have to be right.
That's actually really great advice. And what is your thought coming in here? There is a discrepancy.
But Danny, there's one problem. The problem is that you kind of think you're right sometimes because you learn chess with Dvoretsky and there's this Russian school, so like you're not necessarily the easiest partner either, to be fair.
Okay, that's fair. Is there a strategy you have to get the best out of Levy? Talk about him like he's not here right now.
To get the best out of Levy, you basically have to know the positions that he's good at and the positions that he's not good at. And I actually think that the big mistake in the previous match was that Eric and Jordan, they went right into what Levy's good at in the Caro-Kann. They went into this position where there wasn't really a whole lot happening. It's very, very solid. And I mean, I said it before, but I think Levy probably could have, if they didn't know they were playing against us and they thought, or they didn't know it was Levy they were playing. They thought they were just playing some random like 2600 GM. The game, Levy would have drawn that game every single time. So they didn't realize what Levy's really good at, which is being solid. And then also the final game, even though most of the contributions did come from me ultimately, Levy found a couple of really critical moves at critical moments, and it's because the style of that English was something that he plays a lot. So they misunderstood Levy's style, and it was very nice because obviously I'm good, but when Levy's super powered, it becomes even easier.
I hope you're watching, Anish. I hope you're watching what a good complimentary teammate looks like. Now that I have the microphone and you don't, Anish Giri. I'm sorry I'm turning this into Anish Giri bashing show. But all right, Robert, what do you think about all this?
I think that I thought that Hikaru was just going to throw you under the bus, Danny, and say the key to being a great teammate is not having you on the team. Someone's got to work with you, Danny. Someone has to do it.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm sure that's what Anish would say if he was here. But I think Hikaru actually gave some really good teammate compliments and advice, and I can't wait to see what you guys throw down on today. I'm supposed to foster some trash talk and negativity here, but I think you guys all have a lot of respect for each other. We all know Hikaru's the best player here, and it's not close. We know that Robert and Danya have great chemistry. Is Levy going to take cues from Hikaru when it matters and contribute? I don't know. We're about to find out. You guys have anything else you want to add?
I'm excited. I think it's going to be a fun match. I mean, I'm not a natural trash talker. I can do it when forced to, but I'm not interested in that. I'm much more interested in playing chess against great players, and we have an opportunity to do that here. So may the better team win.
Danny, I was going to ask you before we start, were you sore after boxing at all?
Honestly, I was a little bit sore in like the thing that twists. What is the thing that twists? Your core?
Lats?
I don't know. I was a little bit sore from like the rapid fire stuff, but it was a lot of fun. You guys should all, Hikaru, Danya, and Robert, consider throwing down in some non-contact chess boxing. It was pretty fun.
Non-contact keywords.
Non-contact.
That's the
but
key.
then what's the point?
What does that look like?
The point was that I avoided Levy hitting me because Levy's technique was way better than mine. That is for sure when it comes to boxing. But
well, I mean, you're a lot older. You do realize that, right?
Yeah, I'm getting really old. Remind me.
Yeah. I mean, you're like 10 plus years older, and you have like what, 4 kids or 5 kids or something like that. I mean, come on, that's not a fair fight,
dude.
4 kids,
you're older. You're older, but you're more creative. You just need to think outside the boxing.
I was going to say, Hikaru, you're the second oldest one here, okay? So you got to be careful. I'm only a couple years older than you.
This is true, but
I'm
also the best player here, and you're the worst one here. So there's that.
Am I really worse than Levy? Can we throw down right now? Like Levy, who's really actually better between us?
I don't know. We gotta do 50 rounds chess boxing. And this time they gotta not cheat me out. I got cheated out like 4 times. It wasn't in the script that I had to win. And no, I'm just kidding. I don't know. That would be the ultimate match. Battle for the best of the worst. So there you go.
Hikaru, I would ask where you are right now, but out of respect for a tournament you have coming up that's only slightly more important than this, I'm not going to ask where you are. But I will say that mirror is interesting.
Yeah, no, the only problem is I couldn't figure out how to use the wireless headset. So I'm using this like my own headset, which is cord. Yeah. I'll try to turn on the Bluetooth later and unplug the cord. But for anyone who's wondering, yeah, that's why it's all a little bit scuffed.
All right.
I was stuck on the highway for like 30 minutes getting over here, so that's also why I was late. But we're here. We're ready to have fun.
All right. Well, you're awesome. Thanks for squeezing this in. Like I said, we know you're preparing. If the world isn't paying attention to the fact that there's a candidates tournament coming up, they probably should. Like I said, it's a little more important than this. But it is important now, I'm being told, that I let you guys go to your respective corners where only you can hear each other. I'm going to remind everybody the format. Good luck, gentlemen. I will see you at halftime after game 1.
Hey, Levy, how's it going?
Okay, and here we go. That's right, we're in the semifinals of the Team Chess Battle, everybody. Remember, the lower-rated player controls the pieces. This is important, I think, in a close match, and I think that this match will probably be close. The teammates, they can communicate at any time, which, for those who didn't hear all the other mean things Anish Giri said to me when we weren't publicly, being observed by everybody. Anyway, it's a 10 plus 10 time control. I'm not still bitter about that match. First to 1.5 points wins the battle. And of course, if we are tied, we will head to Armageddon. I think I speak for everybody when I say I hope we have Armageddon with these guys today, because we want more Hikaru and more Levy, and we want more Hess and more Danya. On that note, I'm curious if they're ready. I think they are, so we're going to jump right in. Take it away. We all get to listen in as fans. Hess and Danya, you get to move first.
Great. So what should we play, since we haven't actually done all preparation? How do I?
Yeah. Also, this blocking the board.
Yeah, I'm moving out the way.
Well, E4, I think. So, I took a look at some lines. Let's go E4. I mean, I'm expecting the Caro, but they could play anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything out the way so we can just. Can you see the clock?
Yes. Okay,
Great,
let's go
okay.
d4 and knight d2 or knight c3.
Let's do it. I think we should play quickly out of the opening and then
Yeah.
see what's up after that. You know what was funny about that pregame though, Danya?
What was funny about the pregame?
Is that because we weren't talking trash, Danny somehow like got involved and
Danny was the one who was the conduit. Yeah. So
yeah.
I looked at bishop f5 and I was like, sorry if I confuse anything. I mean, my prep for this was done in great haste.
I mean, I forgive you in advance. Also, haste makes waste, they say, but let's lay waste to their Carol Khan.
That's exactly right. Let's go. Mess these people up, dude.
Wait. Okay. Which line do you want to play now? Do you want to take?
Let's play the Bortnik line. Yeah, it takes f6.
Yep.
And then let's play the main line. So they'll play e takes. I mean, I don't know g takes f6. I mean, I know it's very dubious.
All good. No worries. 2 seconds, 10 seconds, an hour. It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually agree with you, but I've been getting a little bit dejected playing this a bit on my own. But it's so bishop d6 and
Yep. All good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna castle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All good.
so you mean the position with h5, right? This line with h5.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, because I know it looks bad, but I think it's one of the hardest lines to crack. Okay, they're going to play this one right. Of course. Yep. Disorder, same thing.
Yeah, and so you're cool with h5?
Of course I'm cool. I mean, I feel like I've played it, in case you weren't aware.
I mean, you played everything, though. You played everything. Well, I'm going to be interested in getting, like, candidate-level guidance here, because this is really popular nowadays, and I'm okay with this line. I don't mind this line, but against better players, like in Title Tuesday, for example, it's quite annoying to deal with.
Yeah, no, it's. I think in general though, this is. I hate to play this position with both sides. I don't like it with white. I don't like it with black. So let's see your book. Keep going with your opening book.
I'm gonna go h4.
No, I mean, I think in general, though, it's very hard because it feels like white should be much better, but it's also a lot easier for black to play. If white's not very careful, you can end up much worse. I think it's reasonable.
There is a line where white puts a knight on f4 and plays like queen d1. That's like for me, that's what I vaguely remember, but I haven't studied this in a minute.
Right, but I think normally white also here, I feel like they've actually, I played this in I remember I played this in the Disaster Tournament, the World Cup in 2019 in Hanti-Mansisk. Last real tournament that I played, or I guess I played the Grand Prix, but it's actually the last real tournament that I played before everything changed. And I played in the first round against this like Moroccan guy, I think it was, or Algerian guy. Okay, let's see your openings, Levy. Keep going.
I'm out of book.
I thought you said queen d1, knight f4, queen d1 was an idea. Okay.
Yeah, but see, I want to go queen c7, but I don't know if that's right.
I mean, my general takeaway from this opening is that unless you do something really stupid, everything should still be within the margin. It shouldn't be that bad. I would say, yeah. I mean, really, the only moves that make sense are queen c7 or knight d7, right? Yeah, I don't really see other moves that make sense. I mean, the thing is, you mentioned queen d1. So if you go knight d7, queen d1, knight f8, queen h5, that's really the line to calculate. And then g6, queen h6 is not clear. I mean, my gut instinct is that you're supposed to play knight d7, queen d1, knight f8, queen h5, and there's some line with I feel like there's some line with a bishop f4 and a knight g6 idea, is what I vaguely recall. But if you feel like queen c7 is a better move, you can also play queen c7. That's also an option.
So queen c7, g3, right? I mean, that's sort of
right. And I think they're going to take with the f pawn and they go queen d1, queen h5, or take with the h pawn and go king g2, rook h1. Again, not sure which one's best, but my gut instinct is that knight d7 is the correct move.
Knight
That's
d7,
my gut instinct, but I could be wrong.
We can go with gut instinct. We can go with gut instinct. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would play queen c7 in a heartbeat. I just don't know if g3 is good for us or for them. Like the inclusion of queen c7
because I also realized after queen d1, knight f8, queen h5, there might be queen d1, knight f8, queen h5, there might be f5, bishop f5, g6 or something too.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Because if g6, there are all sorts of sacrifices right in
There's a
terms of
knight takes. So I checked g6. There's knight takes g6, which is really interesting, but I didn't have time to look at it deeply. And queen f3 is the sort of safer move, and white is slightly better.
So in this position, queen c7 is a pretty logical candidate move. I would say at some point throwing in a knight f8 looks reasonable, but knight f8, queen h5 seems to be playing into our hands.
Yeah, so queen c7, g3, knight f8, queen h5 is the main line.
Looks pretty... I mean, if they take on g3, h takes g3 is sort of the typical way, captain toward the center, but is there an argument for fg to open up our rook?
There is. Okay, wait, knight f8 straight away. I'm pretty sure we still play queen h5, but wait a second.
Look, if queen h5, they don't really have g6, right?
No, because of queen takes h4.
And then g5.
Or queen h6. Queen h5, g6, queen h6, I think.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
So I think the move is queen h5 and then queen c... Oh, but yeah, queen c7 and then still g3 transposes.
Yeah, because they're trying to trick us, right? Queen h5, queen c7, queen takes h4, there's g5.
G5.
Then, yeah, we drop a piece.
So I'm pretty sure we transpose after queen h5.
All right, let's go queen h5. It seems like pretty standard and strong.
If there's some crazy Levy prep here, whatever. It is what it is, but...
No, they're moving too slowly for this to be preparation.
I agree. They spent like a solid minute on a knight f8 and a minute and a half on knight d7. Maybe trying to remember, like maybe Hikaru is doing the Hikaru thing and looking up and like, yeah, I mean, I do remember playing a game with MVL in 2009, Morelia Linares. I mean, it was the last time they held the Linares tournament. I remember round one, I was prepping on my Dell Inspiron computer. Okay, I don't know where that is coming from.
I don't know where it was going to end, so I was appreciative no matter what. So how did they finish their development of this?
Followed by bishop g5. Queen, like the candidate moves I see are queen c7, f5, or bishop f4.
Sorry, bishop f4, take knight g6. If they play bishop g6, we just go down the pawn and we...
Yeah, I think you play bishop e6 followed by h3 and queen e7 and opposite color bishops, and it's like one of those positions that probably you're fine. That's just my... I vaguely have a feeling that's the correct line, but again, I could be wrong. So if you don't trust it, you can also just play f5 because you're going to learn something more instructive with f5 than play it.
Yeah, but
that's my general view.
f5 knight h3 does look... So, and then we just lose the pawn on h4. I mean, queen f6, bishop g5, queen g6, queen h4, right? But then we're just down a pawn.
Right.
So, wow.
Well, like I said, it's your call. If you want to do something else, go ahead and do something else.
How bad is f5, knight h3, knight e6, queen f5? And queen c7, the candidate move for white is what?
I think just g3.
Yeah, the same g3, huh? We defended pawn down earlier. All right.
I'm pretty sure it's correct, but I mean, again, like I said, that's just my understanding of chess, which of course complete garbage too. No, don't touch the pawn. Don't.
No, I know. But I was gonna say how terrible is g5.
I had another thought. I was wondering how terrible h3 is actually. I was wondering about h3 because if white pushes the pawn, then you can play queen d5 even. Or play knight g6 again, because then there's a serious weakness.
Yeah. We don't have to rush with knight g6, I guess.
I mean, the thing with h3 is that white can maybe go g4. That's the other question. Then hide the bishop on g3 and take the pawn.
Oh, yeah, that is...
Yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you. Because like I said, I think everything is relatively acceptable here. But I think knight g6 is the correct move. But again, my brain might not work. Like, I'm not... I don't have the best memory out there of the players and the candidates. So, I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah, h3, g4, queen d7, f3, right? So that would... and then they win the pawn on h3. Okay. I'll go knight g6. Take, queen g6, h3.
No. Takes. I think you have to go bishop e6 first. If you play h3,
bishop h6, bishop
h6, yeah, rook e7, rook e1. Well, rook e1, h2 though. No, then bishop g7. Yeah, I think what happens is they take, queen takes, and you go bishop e6.
And then if bishop h6, some queen, you just queen d7.
Queen d7 with bishop f5 to lock it. Yeah.
No, but see, like this is, I mean, going down practically down a pawn to like hold and be confident that in the opposite color bishop endgame, it's just the draw is. That's tough.
I mean, I think it's just the difference.
Yeah, maybe like queen h5 even in some positions to go after the h4 pawn.
Oh yeah, queen h5 actually looks really good.
Or pawn h3, right, just to keep that in place.
And if takes h3, we have rook e1. Probably we should just take.
Well, we're up a lot of time, so we don't need to rush it. I'm
So
just trying to
rook
think of
e1, bishop e6. I'm looking for tactics, but I don't see any.
Yeah, and that's the problem because also bishop e6 is a useful move in pretty much every line.
Yeah, there's no way like that inclusion. Takes. There's no tricks there.
Right.
So I think.
What if we play? No, I was trying to get super fancy, like a bishop
h3
h6
or something. Oh no, but
it just it doesn't threaten anything. You know, it's just like it's a useless
exactly.
move.
I think we should take twice.
All right, let's do that.
What do you think?
Wait. We can't play h3, of course, because knight takes f4. But you know what I mean? I was like,
yeah.
Can we throw in an h3 type of move?
I was thinking that too. I was actually also thinking of h3, but no, I don't think it works.
All right, let's just take.
Yeah.
I'm going to pre-move queen takes.
Pre-move it. Yep.
Great.
That's in time. Excellent. Okay. Excellent. So queen h5 was your candidate move. And we are threatening queen takes h4 there because g5, we have queen g3, right?
But queen h5, they'll play h3.
h3. But then we can play maybe rook e1. Takes. Also h3 we could take, but then queen d5, I don't really love that.
So if we play h3 now, are they going to play queen d5?
Yeah, probably. But then rook e1.
Yeah, then they have bishop or queen f5, and they force a queen.
Yeah, I mean, we could play with no risk there, but probably Hikaru will save that.
Yeah, but
wait, what's wrong with rook e1?
So rook e1, queen d5 anyway.
Bishop h6, rook e7.
Oh.
C4 takes. No, that's not really a thing.
Yeah. Also,
queen h5, h3, g4 is a thing.
So we have rook e1, they also have bishop f7, queen g4, and g5 is not out of the question. But then, of course, that opens up their king a little more.
That's true. So what are our candidate moves? Rook e1 and h3?
And queen h5 would be my three candidate moves.
Yeah, but queen h5, h3, gh, queen d5 I don't love. And queen h5, h3, g4 is too weakening.
But what happens if queen h5, h3, gh, queen d5 just trade queens?
Do you like that transformation, the pawn structure, bishop takes d5?
I don't love it, but it's obviously a harmless position.
As opposed to h3, queen d5, rook e1, queen f5.
Yeah, so the question is like, do we want a one pawn up or two pawns up with the worst pawn structure?
Well, the good thing about the double pawns is that later down the line we can go h5, h6 and potentially create a passer there. But
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Ooh. Are you sure queen h5, h3, gh, they won't do like queen d7 and we'll get checkmated?
But queen d7, like...
I don't love that, actually. I think we should go... I feel like we should go like h3, but I don't know.
All right, let's just go h3. I mean, there's no risk.
We're not losing our queen or anything, right?
No, not that I see.
I don't think so. Okay, great. I think it's probably a draw objectively would be my guess. But, hey, I mean, it's a pawn up.
We could have thrown bishop h6 in first, now that I think about it.
Hey, everybody. I just wanted to show something funny, because as we heard Hikaru and Levy bantering, and Hikaru saying things like, my understanding of this position may not be as good as people in the candidates, I just had to show, like, obviously that's Hikaru being more humble than necessary today. He had a very deep understanding of how easy this position was going to be to hold for Black, and I think we're on path to seeing them hold a draw, as Danya was saying. The only way White could have played for an edge here, according to the computer, was to really back up the bishop to safety, keep the bishop pair and the awkward pressure that faces Black's kingside, and then start to fight for the open file. Nobody even considered this move. That's why I was fascinated from watching it. And you remember how Levy was so nervous about whether there was compensation here. Every line Hikaru calculated, including this whole idea that bishop e6 could be met by queen here, the bishop coming to f5. Not only was Black fine, look at the eval bar. Black would have been better. So I just thought it was hilarious to watch the Hikaru-Levy banter, knowing that Hikaru's understanding of this was so clear. And this position is already, I mean, okay, black is down a pawn, but black is totally fine. Hikaru is in the driver's seat despite the fun comments that he's giving you, and I think that black is in great shape to draw this against Danya and Hess. So anyway, back to you, everybody. I'm going to go back into the background.
G5, bishop e3. Like, why would we not play queen f7 immediately to just trade the queens? Because white can get some. Or, no, I'm just asking. Like, is it just a preference? Is it like?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I'd say. It's mostly just preference. Like a lot of these positions, I mean, it's just like as long as I mean, like I know, like I mean, I don't know, of course, I don't have Stockfish with me, but I know in my heart of hearts there are probably like three different ways of playing this that are all zeros, or you'll draw this easily. I guess I would say.
But if you were playing in Title Tuesday and there's a minute each on the clock, you're probably playing this for a win. Like, you're going to keep the queens on.
If I was playing Title Tuesday, isn't just queen f5 forcing queens off the board and it's like good night time?
Yeah.
But if you don't go queen f5, you lose the game. Like, I really don't understand this. I mean, I guess they think this is just a dead draw. You just take.
Yep.
I mean, I get what they're trying to do. They're going to try to argue the pawn on h4 as a long-term weakness. That in some endgame with the opposite color bishops, maybe h4 is weak. But if you get king f7, g5, king g6, it's just a draw.
I was going to say, like, g5, king f7, and you put the pawn on a6, and it's a complete draw.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is I think they're hoping they can trade all the rooks off and then go like, I don't know, like bishop e3, f4, and bishop f2 or something like that. But again, once you get king f7, g5, king g6, there's just no way.
Yeah. Now b5 is probably fine. Like
maybe because you have to be careful about a4 though, because then white can try to use the a5.
I meant without the rooks. Like without the rooks, you can
of course
do whatever. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Like,
I mean, all roads lead to Rome. Also, because if you think about this endgame, like they probably think h4 is weak, but h3 is also weak. Like the pawns on g2 and h3 are also in the same color as your bishop.
Yep.
No, this is very, very, very reminiscent of our first game last time against Eric and Jorn. Very, very reminiscent. Like, again, I have a feeling like if you were playing this in Title Tuesday against Danya or Robert and you weren't down to 30 seconds, like you had a minute and a half, I think you would draw this on your own.
Yeah, well, here I'm definitely more confident. I'm not, but there's a major difference between, because, okay, let's come up with a move.
Logical. I mean, definitely not a5. That's for sure.
Yep.
But I still don't understand what they're playing for. If you go like, I mean, the only question is, do you play king f7 or g5 right away? And one thing I would say is that normally you try and, as Levon Aroni would say, when you push a pawn, you can never put it back. So my first instinct is that king f7 is just the right move.
I was going to say that, yeah. And then I was going to say, after a5, I mean, I would just go rook e1 and rook e8 ASAP, but do we need to include a6? Like, are we worried about a6 ever?
I mean, the only thing with including a6 is whether white can then lift the rook with rook a4, rook b4 down the road. Like, white can maybe go bishop e3, and then play for rook a4, rook b4. Like, my instinct is that you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That you don't want to include it. Like, my instinct is that you want to go g5. And also, because what else I realized? If white goes a5...
It's annoying and we want to avoid, because I've lost these types of positions against Hikaru.
Okay, so should we play a5 and just keep it safe?
No, but then takes rook e8, right?
Yeah, that's what I don't like.
Can we take and go bishop e3 and then a5, rook a4 and stuff?
Takes bishop e3, a5 from black, but that puts the pawn in a dark square.
And then maybe b4?
Yeah, actually, let's take.
I don't know. I'm kind of bad at these types of endgames.
No, we're all good. Bishop e3 also has d5 in the air that they have to consider.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I think it's a draw.
No, but I think it makes me approve of our decision even more, because d5 is something they at least have to consider seriously.
Exactly. Let's keep a very close eye on the clock, though, so just making sure because I've lost these types of positions to Hikaru, and we just got to be safe above all.
Right.
So a5 is our move b4.
Well, a5, we can still play d5 in some positions and bishop b6, but I know our a4 pawn is also tender.
So a5, okay, a6.
I mean, I guess you could play g5, d5, a6 and allow the trade, but I mean, that's kind of cheesy. But the idea that I had in mind here is that you can play bishop to d3.
Yeah, I was looking at this. Yeah.
And then after rook a4, you can go g5. rook b4, rook e7, and now the king is stuck. The king doesn't ever get in here. You see the king's stuck on g1. It's like kind of stuck in this little box here, and you can't ever move the bishop because then there's rook e2 at the end. So it's like now once you go g5, even if they get rook b4, rook e7, you're paralyzed on the king side. White can't do a whole lot here.
Yeah.
So like G5. No, but you got to be careful. Yeah, because if white gets, again, they want to go D5 to create the imbalance, create a weak pawn in the center. So G5, of course, is best.
Yeah, because D5 would actually get H4. That's actually losable.
yeah, definitely. I mean, still a computer would draw it easily, not even with trouble, but still, yeah. The point here is after rook b4, rook e7. I mean, they can always go c4, b3, but then you just then you put the rook on d7 and like rook e7, of course.
Yeah, so c4. The question is do we have to stop d5 right away? Because
absolutely not. Because if they go d5, you trade and go bishop b5, and you get a nice blockade.
Yeah, bishop b5, rook d7. Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
I was gonna say if c4, rook d7 now they can play like f3. I mean, it's probably still okay, but.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit shaky. Also, I realized here, though, like, again, the main idea that I have in mind is they go c4, king g7, d5, you can take and then play, like, and then you can play, like, rook b6 is a weird move.
Bishop, I mean,
so
bishop
they want to go for, what, d5 here, I guess? That's their idea? Let's think about this. So they want to go for d5. Actually, what is wrong with king e6? That looks like a very attractive move.
F3? Like this type of stuff?
Actually, let's think about this. This feels like somehow this has gotten a little bit more complicated than it should have. Time, we're good on time here, right? So I'm wondering if you do something. Okay, so their idea, I guess, is d5. Well, d5 takes bishop. No, but you know what's funny here? d5 is not a big threat because now you can give up the b7 pawn there because you're fine. So like rook e6, because now the pawns are on the wrong color, the queenside pawns. But king g6, d5 is not an issue. It's that you just take and go rook f7. So it's like if you go king g6, I go b3, king f7, c4, and then I don't know, like rook, king g6, d5. That could get scary. Think about this. And if you play bishop e4, f3 is never a threat, right? Because you just take or maybe not so clear.
King e6, f3, king d5,
king f2.
Bishop f1 was the idea, but I guess they can move the bishop.
Well, they can also take and take b7. That's
yeah.
Gotten strangely complicated. I'm wondering. Okay, we're time is a little bit of an issue, right? Think about what are the positional setups that we have here. Okay, if we put the bishop on e6 and put the rook on d7, can white make progress? Is one of the questions. Like if you just start playing silly chess, like bishop c4, bishop e6, and just rook d7, e7 forever. I think actually bishop c4 has to be correct, by the way, here. The reason I think it has to be correct is because you're provoking b3. So now the rook is going to get stuck on b6, I think. Or not stuck, but it's going to take a long time to reroute it anywhere else.
Right, so bishop e6, d5?
I would go to e6, and the reason I would go to e6 here is kind of now c4, d5 is not a threat. Yeah. And once they go c4, I mean, I wonder if you should have played, okay, whatever, they played c4 anyway. Like if you go rook d7 here, how do they improve the position? How does white ever improve here? I don't see how white improves if you play rook d7. Like you just sit on the position and just wait. Because white can't push pawns on the queen side now. g3, you take and h3 is hanging. I mean, they can go king h2 and g3 maybe. They can also try, of course, king f1 is an idea. But now the problem in the long term is that because the pawns on the queen side are fixed this way, I mean, I don't see how white's ever supposed to be winning here, basically.
I guess the only thing is we can't go king g6 because of...
We always have f4, though.
I agree.
So f3?
F4 is very tempting, but in the time situation, Hikaru, F3.
Yeah, that's one of those where, of course, I'm listening to, but I felt we just needed to make a move.
No, we do. I agree completely. Wait, d5, cd, bishop d4, bishop e6 is bad?
So king f2?
I think so.
I don't really see what their plan is.
I don't either. I don't think they have one. They might just be waiting with bishop e6. That's very Hikaru style.
Bishop d3 at some point, Danya, to try to get bishop f1 is my guess. But bishop d3 is a bad square because our king can come to e3 at like the right moment. So f4.
Exactly.
F4 will just be a strong move there.
Yeah, and I like our king on F2 in these types of positions. Okay.
So
Do you like F4? GF, bishop F4, rook D4, rook B7, king G6, bishop B3.
we're definitely making progress, right?
Yeah. Do you like F4?
So there's also D5.
CD.
Yeah, CD, CD.
Rook D5, though.
Yeah, but rook B7 check.
No, but king G6.
Yeah, we're too slow, I guess.
Do you like F4?
I like F4.
I like it too. Pre-move bishop F4.
Yeah, of course. Save as much time as we can.
Yeah. Above all, we need to be fast.
But Danya, this also ruins their pawn shot.
E4 somewhere or king? Yeah, I mean,
Well, we have to take
I would take and go king G6 probably.
king G6.
I don't see what their plan is. I don't see what their plan is here because now you're
king E3, bishop F1.
right. And if they go like G3, for example, which is another idea, I mean, you can just even take or just put the king on F5 and bishop on E4. Because the rook on B6 looks really good, but it's actually not doing a whole lot here in these end games.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, they can't move any center pawn. Like, C5 is dead. I mean, C5 they could lose. Bishop B5.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. But
yeah, I mean, when I look at this position, because the rook on B6 looks really nice, but unless you can play D5 somewhere and win, it can't be anything special. That's the main thing. I mean, they're probably looking at D5 right here, but again, I mean, for starters, yeah, you just take. And, well, bishop E5, you can just take on C.
Do we go D5, CD? CD, maybe? D5, CD, CD. Oh, that's a draw probably, but we can try.
Should we put... Where does our bishop belong?
Bishop E3, king F5. And I don't really see a move there.
G3?
Yeah, but they're too active. I think we should go probably D5. I don't know.
Wait, with D5, CD,
CD?
is making a draw?
Well, no, we can try, but I don't know. Do you see
How?
a way to try? Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. King E3 is also possible. Repeat moves. No.
Wait, what about bishop D2?
Bishop D2, king F5.
And then bishop C3?
Wait, bishop D2, rook takes D4?
Rook B7.
Bishop C4, bishop
Bishop
E3.
E3.
Oh, let's try it.
Yeah, we don't have that much time. We really
Yeah, let's go. King F5, what's our move?
So king F5, I still think we have bishop C3.
Bishop C3, rook E7, D5.
Yeah, it's getting dicey.
If you go bishop E4, bishop C3, rook F7, what's the big deal? Where's the beef? I don't get it. Yeah, I just don't get it. What am I missing here if you go bishop E4 and rook F7? Yeah, I just don't understand it. Yeah, bishop E4, rook F7, and you hold everything.
yeah, I was gonna say we might have rook E7, rook E2, and rook C2, but I'm not sure we need to do any of that. So
Yeah, no. I mean, I think this is all amazing.
Question? No, never mind. I was gonna say, is C5 like DC bishop C6, but like there's not even.
Ooh, very risky. Yeah.
Yeah.
But just rook F7 here, and then king F5, and I mean, it's just a draw. Like if they go G3, takes king F5, maybe we can play for rook G7 and play for a win. Actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like if they get low, they could.
Okay, B4 is obviously a move. I'm wondering if we go king F5 and try to win here, try to be a hero. That's what I'm wondering.
I mean, I like it.
Okay. But then go for it.
Bishop D3, there's D5, yeah? That's... But
yes, that's probably also a draw, but that's one where you're struggling. So I would never go for it. Yeah, I mean,
let's go
king
for
F5
it.
looks great. Because also B5, CB5, rook C7, rook C2 is incoming. And again...
Yeah.
Very, very dangerous.
Thank you for the...
I mean, okay, so we're playing to win here. Remember that. We're going to win this game. Just keep that in mind, okay?
Yeah. Big mindset shift.
Start manifesting it. Start manifesting it. And it's good things are going to happen. 10 seconds.
CB?
So let's again.
D5? No. Rook G7, we take it. Take it and D5.
Oh, yeah, because F6 is target.
No, but then rook takes G2 and rook C2.
That's okay, right? We have...
Oh.
Yeah, this is not the way we wanted it to go.
We can go bishop e1 there. So rook g7, ba. Okay.
CB.
Take. Yes. Go. Rook g7. What do we do?
Wait, no, rook g7, we can just go BA or D5 or something. Like, we're not risking a loss.
No. Yeah.
So
rook g7. What do we do?
I think BA.
BA rook g2.
Yeah, king
F1.
Or king E1 or whatever.
BA.
Yeah, D5 at the minimum.
At a minimum, yeah. At a minimum.
Oh,
wait, rook g7.
Wait. Rook G7, rook F6, king F6.
I'm calculating. No, it doesn't work. Wait, bishop
BA, right?
2.
Oh,
Wait, BA rook c3, AB. Okay. Yeah, let's play BA. So BA. Do we go bishop D2?
we can also play
bishop
rook B3 if we want to be super.
Oh yeah. So because bishop D2, there's rook C2. Careful.
Right.
Do we want to
Rook
be super
B3?
careful? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, rook G7.
Oh. So then what do we do?
Oh no. Bishop
E1?
Bishop D2. Bishop E1.
Yeah,
Yes.
because rook C2.
Good. Great move.
Oh.
Rook C2, king E3.
Right, we have H4.
Rook G2, bishop H4, and we win.
That's hilarious.
That's actually just wins for white. Okay. Careful. Now we have 14 seconds. Rook G7, though.
Yeah.
I mean, so wait, rook g7, king e3. Yeah, bishop e1's a move that I actually completely missed here. I mean, rook c6 is obviously fine. I mean,
I'll just play rook c6. I mean,
Okay.
I don't want to get too low.
okay, fair enough. Okay.
We're going to lose the h-pawn if we give a check or play rook g7, so rook c6 is safe. I would play rook c6.
I think it's safe. I'm not actually. Wait, did I make a mistake here? Take? No, it's a draw. I mean,
No, it's a draw, right? I mean, what are you worried about? Like,
I was worried. Yeah, okay. King g5, of course, only move.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean now it should be an easy draw, I think. Okay, but this is quite easy because now you just take and go f5, f4.
Take f5, f4. Okay. And the white king is sort of fortressed out.
Yeah, the king is boxed out here. Yeah, very, very simple.
f5, f4.
Yeah. No, I have a feeling that we both misplayed this. Like I have a feeling we messed it up and they also messed it up. Bishop e1 was a phenomenal move by Dan. I assume Daniel found it was a phenomenal idea. And after rook c6, they might have had king e3.
I'm gonna go f4.
Sure, yeah, of course.
Yeah, bishop f.
We were like almost losing. Okay. We can't take. So bishop E1 is a move also. No, bishop F2. I'm thinking. It's a draw, I think.
Yeah, it looks pretty drawish.
Okay, let's just not lose on
Bishop
time.
E1.
Okay. Okay.
I just feel
bishop G2, H4.
Yeah, it's further away from their king, so that's why I like it. So here, H4, right?
H4.
King D3 is also a move.
King D3 is there? No, bishop B5 check though.
Yeah, king
Let's go
C3.
Oh, okay. Okay, do it. We just got to be careful there not to lose. Oh, we have H4, H5, and we might actually win that.
Right.
Because we can give the bishop up for the pawn there.
That's what I'm thinking. Wait, but bishop B5, king C3, king E4, H4, yep, and H5. We get there in time.
We might be winning there. I don't know. This is an epic game.
We can always give our bishop for the F4 pawn.
And they have the wrong color.
Right, it's just like
as
us.
the great Roman commentator Robertus Hess once said.
So king C3, right?
Yes. King E4, H4, king E3, H5, king E2, bishop H4, and I think that's winning.
Yep.
F3,
Also,
what do we do? F3?
F3, H4.
King G4, D5. Okay,
So
wait, so H4? Yep.
They're going to play bishop
now
to E8.
Okay, king C4. Wait, king E3, though. We got to be careful. Oh. Okay, we can draw.
Not a draw?
King c4. It's king c4, and then I think white's winning, actually.
King c4. I thought maybe you could sit on f7 for a second.
King c5? And then, I mean, there's king b6 coming. It's still probably a draw, like I said.
Yeah.
Bishop d2. Okay, so if you go f3, they play no, but f3, bishop e1. Oh wait, have we made this tricky? I mean, I know there's a draw here with. I mean, wait a second. Let me think. So you go king f5, they go king b4. If you move the bishop, h5, right?
Yep.
h5, f3, bishop f1, king f5, d5. Wait, why? No, wait. Why is bishop b5 not? Wait, why is f3 not a draw? I would go, yeah, f3.
F3, bishop e1.
Bishop b. Oh wait, but
Oh,
I might have made a mistake. Bishop b5.
h5.
No, go bishop b5. Go bishop b5. We're getting low on time. We have to do something.
No problem.
This is still a draw, I think, but I mean, it's gotten very chaotic. Yeah, because h5 you go king. Yeah, now you have king d5, and it's still, I believe, a draw. It's a tricky draw, but it should be a draw.
Okay.
Yeah, you can put the bishop on g6, and it's a draw. But this was the one that I was mentioning earlier.
So, but it's I mean, it's not over because they're going to put the king on e3. So I guess we gotta.
You box with your king. You box bishop e8.
Yeah, bishop
You
e8.
box him out with king e4. That's the point. King d2, king e4. You box the king.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a draw, but I mean it's one of those ones that you don't feel very comfortable about. Because you see, you just use the king opposition.
Yeah. Okay, so king d2, king e4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just an easy draw.
And if we ever trade f for d, I can just run to the corner. Whoa.
Or I think it's an easy draw, or am I wrong? King f4.
Yeah, king f4.
Wait a second. You're going to put the king on... Wait a second. Did I mess this up?
King f4, bishop f5? Isn't that our setup?
I think that's... Yeah, that should be the setup, right? Yeah, king f4. Right. Yeah, you're right. And you just have to make sure that you do it in the right position.
Yeah, because d5, king e5. And
yeah, so you're going to go king f1. You check king g1, bishop e4, king h2, bishop f5.
It's very tricky.
Yeah, this is actually extremely tricky. You're right. But once the king gets to h5, you can just wait. So just check him. Just check. Just make sure that you stop the pawns, like bishop e4 or something. Check king h4, bishop h7, bishop g3, king e4, bishop 2. Yeah, it's still a draw, but it's very tricky.
So king g1.
I would just go like bishop e4 or something. Yeah, just bishop e4.
Okay.
King h2 and then bishop d3, bishop f5, I think.
Yeah, bishop f5, yeah. So once the king gets to h2, then bishop f5.
They're going to put the bishop on g1, though, which still makes it tricky. But yeah, bishop f5, bishop g1.
Can we have like can we play king g5, king g... No, they play d5.
I mean, it's still a draw, but what's going to happen is they're going to go bishop g1, and I think you just yo-yo. Bishop d3, king h3, check, king h4, bishop h7. Wait. King e4? Yeah, what's king e4? I don't understand this move at all. King e4?
Yeah.
Bishop e5, yeah, king f4 back, of course, yeah. Okay, now I'm in just, I don't know, bishop d3, right? Yeah, bishop d3 to cut the king off, right? Yeah, of course. Simple.
Bishop d3.
Wait a second. Bishop d3, do they have a trick?
Well, last time we went bishop e4 on king g1, so I'm just...
Okay, so maybe bishop e4 then. Why not? Just bishop e4.
Yeah, I think this is 2 times this position has happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this happened twice.
Okay, so there. So what's the
king e3?
position?
Wait, king e3 is
no, they king e3 d5. No, king e3 they go d5. What we lose.
Sorry. King e2, I thought the bishop, yeah. Sorry.
I think you said it do the same setup though, right? Bishop f5, right? It's just the same setup. Just bishop f5 and king e4, and then just yo-yo again with the bishop. Yeah, just bishop f5. It's just a draw.
Yeah, bishop f5. This is why it's team chess. I would have, I would have jumped. Yeah. So I thought king e3, they have to go the other way. I completely forgot about going back to this diagonal. Okay, so king f2.
Yeah, and then king e4, bishop c3, and then you just wait on this on the diagonal, because then the bishop's on the wrong diagonal.
Yeah.
Because then you can't move the king. So yeah, I think the bishop gets stuck on this diagonal, but this is, I mean, This is something that's like really out of Naroditsky. I mean, I think you can do anything here, but I think check and bishop g6 is just fine, for example. Yeah. Just check.
I don't want to make the wrong check, but you can go back to g6.
It's fine. You go back to
d3.
g6, yeah. It's fine. It's all good. Yeah.
Go back to g6. Yeah. So d5, king e5, and that's an easy draw because we put the king on a8 and
yeah.
Stressful.
No, I mean it's actually, I think,
We can try it though. I don't know.
Yeah, it feels like a draw, honestly.
It's a draw, but king e4. We can maybe go. Wait, bishop. We can never give that pawn away, right? No, that's just a dead draw.
So bishop c5 or bishop?
We can try bishop. I mean, bishop c3. We exhausted the options, right? Yeah, we might as well try. Yeah, it's just a draw. I think we can try king g3.
Let's just put our bishop, like, just gain a little bit of time.
Okay.
King g3.
I mean, king e3, d5, we don't lose. So, yeah, why not? Oh, whoops, so you blundered king e3. Terrible. Of course, Hikaru is never going to make any mistakes. Okay, why don't we try to get... Yeah?
No, sorry, go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
Like bishop c7 here?
Oh. Yeah, maybe we can try to go for the other pawn somehow. Wait. No. Oh, king e3. Oh, d5.
Then
wow.
d5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not that
Okay,
foolish.
sorry.
Don't worry,
Just
I'm not
checking.
that foolish.
Okay.
King takes.
Yep.
Yeah, this is just a draw now.
There's a draw. Yeah, king d5. Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like we maybe were winning at some point.
I don't think we were. Should we go king?
Yeah, why not?
Doesn't
I mean, we
matter.
did our best. Like, I think the opposite colored bishop any is just a draw.
Yeah, maybe we should have kept more rooks on the board, but hard to make that
but
decision.
so hard to win that, with like just an extra pawn. Bishop b6. Yeah, okay. We can offer a draw probably.
No, we never offer a draw. We're playing this 150 moves.
100 moves. Ooh, king e5.
Yeah, they're just...
Hope for a mouse slip. King d4. Try in case they pre-move. It should be 3.
Pre-moving with 10-second increment would be wild.
Yeah, that would be. Can we do anything dirty here? I don't see it. Let's go bishop d6 and then suddenly take. Yeah, and then suddenly at some point just go king d6.
Yeah, I'm going to start pre-moving a few things, and then I'm going to...
Put the bishop on b5 and put the king on h7. Like, don't give me a heart. Don't give me a heart attack.
All right. Fine. Fine.
Well, I mean, you're literally one slip away from losing the game.
No, come on. I wouldn't lose this. What's happening here? We're gonna play 50 moves.
Right.
All right. Now I'm gonna go this way.
No, you know what this is? This is where if I knew my opponent had something like Title Tuesday, I'd go and I'd sit for 10 minutes at the end of the game, like build up the whole time advantage and then like sit for 10 minutes to scare them. But I mean, it's obviously
giving them hope. No draw offers are allowed in this game, by the way. They don't let us draw in team chess.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we have to play 50 moves. I don't know why they're not repeating. I feel like...
Yeah.
All right, now look, I'm going to do something really edgy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you gave them a chance to play another 50 moves, right?
Yes.
Yeah. This also reminds me of Title Tuesday when like a game goes super long and you're like, just make the draw and people intentionally play the 50 moves and they push a pawn or you get one more trade or something. Yeah, I wouldn't take the pawn and just make the draw.
Yeah, I'm not taking the pawn. There we go.
No, I think it was always a draw, though. I don't think we're ever in real danger, but I don't know. I'm going to run the Russian because I'll be right back.
Yeah, I also have to, but I guess we're going to go to a break, so. That was interesting. Solid.
Wow. That was... I have never been so nervous in my life, and I wasn't even playing. I was on the edge of my seat. That was incredible chess. Hikaru's not here to hear the compliments. Danya and Hess, the amount of times I heard Danya say something like, "Of course, Hikaru's never going to make a mistake. Of course, Hikaru's going to play perfectly." Like, how does that feel, Danya?
Yeah, I mean, the problem is just that, like, Hikaru, I mean, a lot of my game is predicated on, tricks. And, that's just something I lean into. But it's a little bit debilitating. Like, when you get an objectively drawn position, you just know. And I'm not trying to discount Levy, by the way. I'm sure that Levy was perfectly capable of holding that endgame on his own, probably. But it helps to have, the best defender of all time in your corner. I'm really proud of the way that we played. I thought, well, all credit to Robert for finding Bishop E1. I thought we were probably close to losing if we didn't find it. So Robert found all the difficult moves, but we put pressure, and that's all that you can really ask for with White. I don't think we had anything concrete.
That's funny, because Hikaru thought that Danya found Bishop E1. He was like, Hikaru was really impressed with Bishop E1, because we were both discussing, like, if you guys got to 20 seconds, we both were like, we're going to play for a win. We're going to play Rook C7, Rook C2, and then Bishop E1. And yeah, Hikaru was like, oh, I completely missed that move. And that's really funny. No, I mean, come on. With 7 pawns on the board, I would have certainly found a way to lose. With 4, okay, it was a little easier. But yeah, I mean, it's very interesting to sit with Hikaru, who sometimes is just like, yeah, like pawn down endgame, but okay, like we'll hold it like pretty easily, and then you guys put a lot of pressure, and it's fascinating. Wow. I gotta tell you,
computer is not finding anything.
Yeah, it's like the dead draw the whole game, but
Hikaru, you were gone. Hikaru, you were gone while people were calling you the best defender of all time, the best endgame calculator of all time. Wow. Like Hikaru, like seriously, man, like I'm sitting here with an engine in front of me. And like the ability, you have self-doubt at times where you're like, oh my God, did we blow it or whatever? But the ability for you to find the right line and stay on track was insane. I'm basically like, I don't even know what the question is here, but
I mean, but the point of the matter is, like, I do still try to play chess seriously, and the reality is that when you look at enough positions with computers, you do realize that, like, chess is just it's a very boring game. It's always a draw, basically, no matter what you do. I mean, that's the bottom line that I've realized over time is, like, when I would say over the last, like, probably like 5 to 6 years specifically, but basically any position, as long as you're not down a lot of material or getting checkmated, there's always a resource, always. So yeah, I mean, I think it's. I remember I played a game against this. I said this Levy in 2019, the FIDE World Cup, the second game of the first round, I believe it was. I played against this. I think he was Moroccan or from Algiers. This guy Bellasine, and it wasn't this exact position, but I did sack a pawn with a knight g6 idea somewhere around move 20 in this exact h5 Karo Khan. I just remember it was always very, very equal, or it was completely fine. And so I felt like we were always okay in this game. And again, as I said, I mean, I don't have Stockfish in front of me, but I know that Stockfish is always going to say it's zeros as long as you don't do something stupid. And I think for me that helps a lot, because you just know that you can pretty much do anything and you're fine. And I know it's easier said than done, of course, but that's just generally how I feel.
The level of confidence I'm gaining about my chess right now is so great. I'm like, all you have to do is just keep holding on, keep believing that you can hold. In fact, if anything, I think you guys are the only ones who almost had chances there if you found this Rook G7 instead of Rook C7. I think it was, but Bishop E1 by Hess. Robert, you found this move. This was incredible, and it kept the winning chances alive. Take us through that moment.
Well, we were having problems in the second rank, and we would have been tangled up if we put our bishop on square like D2, or if we played Rook B3, there was always the rook swinging across. So I thought Bishop E1 targeting the H4 pawn. Honestly, that was the idea way, way long before that, to get their pawns on dark squares and play for the F4 break. So we were trying to make little problems here and there. We never thought that we objectively had some kind of sizable advantage. But with our rook getting to B6 and this B3, C4, D5 always on the agenda, yeah. I just felt like we would have targets to try and exploit. But then we realized the opening of the G file could really be a detriment more than an aid in our winning attempts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'll be honest, me and all the other fans here, I'm like, this is stressful. I'm sitting here trying to highlight all the ideas you guys are saying and chat. And I know that it's more stressful to play, but you guys had us on the edge of our seats with an incredibly high quality game here. By the way, Hikaru, you made some comment earlier that you weren't sure about the position, but everything you said about the knight to G6 idea pretty much came to life, that Black was completely fine holding it together. Apparently,
I think we did put some pressure. It was always Black had to be very accurate, and I think maybe F4 we rushed, but I mean, I don't think it was like equal, but yeah, I don't think we had anything concrete at any point in the game.
That's fair. Yeah. I would have lost the position for sure. So I'm not taking anything away from that.
Yeah, it says instead of...
Go ahead, Levy.
I was going to say, I'm just a quick analysis of the game. Right when you guys went for f4, if apparently you rerouted your bishop to the a3 square and then brought the king to the center, like very, very slowly, you can kind of apply pressure. But maybe, yeah, f4 is... but you had like 2 minutes when you played f4, so you kind of just instinctively want something to happen, I guess.
But Bishop d2 rook e7, yeah, it was. I think it was very scary because I've lost a lot of these positions to Hikaru. Up a pawn, you're chilling, and then like 3 moves later, like how is this possible? Like how do I have losing chances now? So maybe I was a negative influence on Robert, who's a phenomenal endgame player, just trying to be too conservative. But I've lost too many of these endgames, and it almost happened again, if not for Bishop e1.
Yeah, but I mean, also to be fair, like I would say the same thing. I've had a lot of positions like this that I've lost to Magnus, so like it's the same kind of thing. Like, I know how that feels.
All right. Well, I don't know what else to say. You guys have another game to play. We're going to let you get ready for that with a very, very short break. But as our players get ready for their second game, everyone else is going to get ready for our next edition of Blitz Champs. That's right. We're going to Maryland. The Terps are throwing down on March 13th. More college chess programs around the world than anything else these days. And if you're looking for more chess played by stars of other sports, tune in once again to find out who the strongest player is for the Maryland Terps chess team. Use the command UMD to find out more information. Can't wait to see them throw down. At some point, we gotta pull this whole thing together and have like some sort of Final Four, some sort of BCS playoff system for all the Blitz Champs events we're doing. Although hopefully it makes a little more sense than the BCS. If the Champions Chess Tour and the BCS formats had a baby, that would be a complicated kid. I'll say that. I don't know where I'm going with this. What I do know is that we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. It's more Team Chess Battles when we return.
In this video, I'm gonna show you top 5 scholar-made attempts in Champions games. Before we dive into the games, I would like to show you the pattern if you have not seen it yet. Well, this happens when white goes with 1e4, black responds with e5, and white plays queen to h5. This queen gets into the game way too fast, attacks the pawn on e5. Now black plays knight to c6, guarding the pawn, and white goes with bishop to c4. White's 2 pieces are attacking on f7 and would like to capture this pawn, and if black is careless and plays knight to f6, then we have queen to f7, and this is a checkmate. Scholars made attempt 2 by Hikaru. Here we have this game between Hikaru and Filipov Anton, and we have 1e4, e5, queen goes on h5, and g6 once again. Hikaru plays queen to f3. Once again, gives a try to checkmate black's king. Black says, no, I see that, and knight to e2. We have seen already this kind of position earlier in the first game, so black plays bishop to g7 to make sure that the king is castled, and here Hikaru goes with d3. Black responds with d5, attacks right away in the center. White captures this pawn, and black goes with knight to b4. The pawn on c2 is hanging, so white has to play bishop to b3 to guard this pawn, and now we have knight to d5. And here we have this endgame where white has very active pieces. Both rooks are controlling the open files, and the bishop is controlling this diagonal. As you can see here, those pieces are concentrated mainly on the queen side, and they are not actually so active. And the king is all the way here on the king side, just alone. So white is using this and plays rook to e7, gives a check. If king goes on the back rank, it will be a checkmate. So black goes to king h6 now, and here we have rook to d6. The pawn is hanging, and it's not just a pawn, it's going to be a checkmate. So king goes back on g-file, plays g6 to guard the pawn, and we have bishop to c4 attacking the rook. But what is actually the idea of this move is that white wants to play bishop to d3 and checkmate this king next move. There we go. This is the checkmate that happened in this game, and second attempt of Scholar's Mate in fact worked out. This game has ended in 39 moves. It was not a checkmate in 4 moves, but I think white got really nice play on the king side.
Welcome back, everyone. We're headed to game 2 in today's team chess battle between the Super Grandmaster future candidate here, Hikaru Nakamura, and Levy Rosman versus Danya Naroditsky and Robert Hess. That's just me describing the faces who need no introductions in front of you. All right, guys, we talked about game 1, but who's got the advantage going into game 2? Hikaru and Levy, you guys drew with black, but Danya and Robert, you guys drew and were the only ones who were really pushing. So who's feeling better? I'm going to throw it to your team, Hikaru.
Is proper chess, and they put pressure, but they didn't win. And as we know, when you draw the black piece, you get white in the final game. You have a great chance to win the match.
All right, Robert, Danya, your rebuttal.
I'm just curious what Hikaru is eating because it sounds delicious.
It does sound good. It sounded delicious, Hikaru. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's like some ramen with some beef, some vegetables. There's a cook here, so yeah, it's very good to have chefs available.
Man, that sounds so good right now. All right, Robert and Danya, you guys heard what Hikaru said. They're feeling good. What are your thoughts now playing the black pieces?
I mean, it's a rapid game. I think anything can happen. I feel like I'm like the basketball. This is like the classic basketball interview where they just go through the cliches, like down the stretch, like we were tough on defense, just resilient and like good teamwork, and you're just down the stretch, and coach told us to come out there and play chess. So we'll see how it goes. I think the opening is going to be pretty important, and but okay, we will try best, and okay, if we win, we win. Yes.
I started speaking only to realize that my microphone was muted. It was very embarrassing. I was gonna say it's a nightmare to be a streamer through Team Chess because you got like Robert Hess with like minus 50 decibel microphone, like super ASMR. You got like Danya, whose microphone all over the. It's hard to manage all the microphones, including my own, for my audience because it's like pew pew. Like I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know. Shout out to the production team that has to handle 5 microphones during one of these shows because it is intense. That's all I have to say. And
as casual as this event is, I've heard this has actually quickly become our most complicated event to produce for all those reasons. So anyway, shout out to the team. But Robert, you're the only one who hasn't chimed in. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think that I have had an opening since like 2004. So, what to expect is hard for anyone, including myself. But I do think it's just going to be fun. I mean, Danya and I clearly work together extremely well. Danya in that first game came up with a cool opening line that could pose some practical problems, and the rest we figured out together along the way. So I'm just excited for the second game. I'm kind of locked in right now. I'm not really one to talk trash anyway. So I think that, we're good. We're ready to go.
You didn't have openings, and even then they were bad openings. You were still rocking what then? The Grand Prix and the BOGO? Oh, my God, right?
Close Sicilian. I mean, Robert and I played for the first time in 2008 in Philadelphia. And then who I played the next year in Philadelphia in 2009? Danny Wrench.
Robert, you are a true testament to why everyone out there is wasting time studying openings. You have had worse openings than everyone in this call for years. And well, I guess it doesn't say much with Hikaru.
I'll give him a run for his money.
Someone play the Blumenfeld and the Benko Gambit, if I'm not mistaken. Let's not forget, dude.
I remember Robert and I had played one classical game, and I showed up, and he played a line, and I was like, I've never seen this in my life. And Robert, I'm pretty sure afterward you told me it's like I don't remember. I might be misremembered, but you were like, yeah, I played this like 10 years ago. I like don't know if it's good or not. I was like, I was really intimidated because 25-60 FIDE Robert Hess played this line against me, and it turned out it was not good. But you played it so confidently, it got me really scared. So
yeah, that was a rare moment where it actually was ahead on time for at least a little bit. So that's why I have Danya on my team. He helps speed us along, and I'm here just to chime in and point out little weaknesses and try to help commentate our own games.
And find game-saving and game-winning moves.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to let you guys play before I can think of more ways to insult Robert Hess's openings, and then Hikaru to remind me that my openings are way worse. So
we got to play because Title Tuesday is like in 80 minutes. We got to
go. Yay, we got Title Tuesday to go. All right, guys, game 2. Good luck to all players, both teams. We'll see you on the other side, gentlemen. Reminder, everybody, they drew the first game. We are headed into game 2. And, winner take all because it's first to 1.5 points. Obviously, if we get another draw, we will head to Armageddon. And that bidding will happen in real time. So if you've never seen an Armageddon bid, which is already some of the most exciting content in the world, shout out to Sudden Death Dodgeball, an Armageddon bid and team chess battle where the players have to debate and come to terms, right, with their teammate. It's going to be awesome. So stick around. Here we go. Game 2. I'm ready. You're ready. I think I speak for everyone. I was also interested to. Oh,
by
I think
the way,
I got to shut up.
That food mixed with that microphone is tough. It's very intense on the ear. So if there's a way to like
put the microphone away,
just a little bit. It was I was trying to turn up my speaker because Robert's mic was so low, and it was it was good. I liked hearing your tongue flick against noodles or whatever, but it was I was
Okay, fair enough. Okay, cool. But the food is bussin', by the way. It's really good. This beef is amazing.
I can listen. I can hear. All right, we're gonna go C4, and we're gonna hopefully not go to Armageddon. So
Yeah. Okay.
I expect
Time to move.
I expect E5. Is this gonna happen again? Like we're gonna get a 40-second game aborted and then
Maybe, I don't know. I think they'll play. I think they'll play. They'll play something like probably like knight f6. So I'm guessing.
it's gonna be so.
It's late for you. It's like lunchtime here, but for you it's like late. I forgot. Yeah.
Are they gonna abort? This is so stupid. Is it gonna happen again?
Probably.
Oh my god. Hello? Oh, they made a move finally.
Okay, let's go. Let's beat them.
Knight C3.
Yes, sure, absolutely.
There's like some meta strategy as to whether you should play knight F3 or knight C3, but I like playing knight C3. I knew it.
You said they play King's Indian, so I assume this means you have some great prep.
Well, not necessarily, but I'm gonna go.
Go for it.
Do you care about E4, D4?
I literally don't care.
All
I
right.
mean, I've probably played every line with white and black in this position. I mean, multiple times.
We can, but I don't know that line at all. I know that is a
I
line.
played C5 against Hikaru, well, not with G6, but long time ago with E6 and C5, not G6. But let's get into the King's Indian. Let's Bishop G7.
BG7, yeah.
Okay, because Hikaru knows all these lines, right?
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't know everything.
That's true. He just knows many things.
I mean, the thing is, C4, E5 is also very theoretical, and I don't want to get into an unpleasant position. Levy also knows C4, E5 really well. So
yeah, that's true. We just saw, some big games with like pawn sacrifices. I think that was Ding against Jordan von Forest and Viking Zay.
And listen, I think if we lose, we go out in style. We got fighting for a win. I don't want to do an Armageddon again. I want to win or lose.
Yeah, the only thing that I feel like we have to worry about is if we get into some super sharp line, but then also Hikaru prefers being the black side of these. Oh, H3.
Okay. So we castle.
Yep, of course.
Yeah, now Bishop E3 is very popular. Of course, Bishop G5, I don't remember. Yeah, so here, Bortnik and I came up with C6, which is a very rare move.
Okay.
But very interesting.
Let's do it. C6, right?
Mm-hmm. That's going to be in our chess.
Right.
Of course, I haven't reviewed. I mean, I've forgotten everything, as always, but it's a very interesting move. And Hikaru definitely doesn't know this move.
Wow, that's a big claim, but the fact that they haven't moved yet seems to back it up. So, okay, I'm happy with this. So, Danya, I said I didn't play the King's Indian, but when I grew up, I played the Pirts, which often transpose into King's Indian position. So I do have actually quite a deal of experience playing positions just like this. And you know me, I play the hippo and garbage openings in Blitz.
Yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out. I
often play like E4, C6, D4, Queen, C7 on things like that.
It's not that bad. I mean, it's hard to punish. Now, there's a couple ideas here. G4 is the principled move. Knight F3, I think we go Knight A6, Bishop E2, E5, and it's just a position.
Yeah.
And the point is, we want to go E5, E takes D4, because this structure is a lot better when white has a pawn on H3.
Right.
If G4, the move is C5. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's Knight A6, Bishop E2, E5.
Done.
Okay.
I think that, like Levy said, you playing quickly can make them believe that we know all the ins and outs here.
Yep. Well, I actually do. I mean, I've spent a lot of time on this position.
Okay.
But
So Bishop E2.
my memory for openings is really bad. Bishop E2, E5, D5, Knight H5 is the line.
Okay, but Bishop E2, E5. Oh.
Okay, wait. Bishop D3 is odd. I don't think that's a great move. I think we still probably play E5.
So E5, DE, Knight E5.
Yeah, Knight E4. Yeah. I think we start with, let me think. There's also Knight C7 and B5, but I think we go E5, D5, Knight H5. And we attack.
Okay, so E5.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm sorry if I messed something up.
No, I knew you were going to apologize. That's why I was like, okay, Knight H5.
Okay.
It was a pink book with Kasparov's face. It was like all his King's Indian games. And like when I was really young, I had his magnetic chess set with like the piece that you move. And so I would like look at the book, make the moves on the board. And that's actually one of the ways that I learned the opening, which sounds just like absolutely silly in 2024, but back then wasn't so crazy.
Against this, do you castle, or is it worth playing G3, or is F5 way too dangerous?
I believe that in this position, if you play G3 with the bishop on D3, it's not correct. With the bishop on F1, G3 is always a line. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're just supposed to play like, I think you're supposed to castle into it, but I could be crazy. I think with the pawn on C7, it's very dangerous, but I think with the pawn on C6, F5 is not supposed to be great here. I think if you castle F5, there might even be C5 potentially. That's another thing that I've learned with using computers over the years. All these big attacks that look really scary, they're also very rarely actually scary if you know what you're doing. Like when I was young, I would have thought this was great for black.
I always tend to think this is like great for black in blitz games until it's not, and then you realize that you could have done a lot better. Okay. Okay.
Obviously, you don't take the knight. That's a big mistake.
Yeah. That's. I mean, but do you care about the bishop? Like, is A3 B4 something? Is what is do you?
I think the pawn on, I'm trying to remember the pawn structure. The pawn on C6 versus C7. My instinct is that bishop C2 is correct, but I think A3 is also playable. I think A3 might be actually completely acceptable here because
A3,
on C6.
Knight D3, Queen D3, F5 is never a concern. Yeah,
and then I think you just go B4. I don't think this is scary. Like, it looks very scary optically, but I think it's supposed to be good for white.
Yeah, I would. I would not care if my bishop got taken, but I don't know. And there's never anything on H3 because we can. I feel like we've played this move every game we've had white in this event. King H2, yay or nay, like ever?
Depends on what they do. My instinct is that probably nay. I mean, the only because also if you go King H2, there might be G5, G4 without F5. I mean, but this is clearly a Danya. I mean, Robert does not play Indian.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I figured.
King's Indian is a great opening as long as you get to attack. But when you don't get to attack, that's when it becomes very annoying and it's not fun at all. Because you go into the game playing King's Indian ready for an exciting game, and there are many ways your opponent can just play a very positional line and you don't get an attack, and then you're just wondering, why did I do this?
I still feel like below 24, 2300-ish area.
G5 is positionally very dangerous.
No, let's take on D3 and play C5. Sound
yeah,
good?
I think that's fundamentally sound. Yeah.
I'm like,
careful. Bishop G5 would be in the Naroditsky move.
This isn't bullet.
Dude, I do that, and then I'm like, why does everybody hate playing against me?
Well, you know the answer.
I do. I'm dirty.
You're a nice guy.
I acknowledge it. I'm dirty over the board.
Wait, so Daniel, so B4,
F5
do we
maybe.
take twice, or do we just play B6?
Or we can play actually F5, BC, F4 is a common idea in these lines.
That looks like it works because we take on C5 with the knight, or they sack a piece.
Obviously, after F5, knight G5 is annoying, but we have F4 winning a piece. And even if not, we always have knight C7.
Right. Also, B4, B6 does not look all that bad either.
No, not at all. I like our position a lot.
Yeah, me too. I like our clock even more.
Okay,
so
well,
knight...
F5, F3, or do they want... Hikaru usually takes and goes F4. That's his style.
No, that looks wrong in this position.
That's bad with the bishop pair. Yeah, I think we should just go F5. F3, F4, bishop F2, G5, I mean, is the classic King's Indian approach, as you know.
Right. Classic.
Classic, logical. I mean, I did study, so
we're just completely fine. And mainly, I think we're completely fine because knight on A6 is wrong. If the knight were on F6 here, I'd be very scared. But I think the knight on A6 here is a big liability in the long term for black. But we'll see if I'm right or I'm wrong. Because you're going to go B4 at some point. And this is also very nice. It's a very free-flowing position. Like, black has one idea, but your idea is simple. Like, if they go F4, rook up, F4, bishop to G5, rook up B1, H5, king F1, G4 takes, king E2, you're playing for B4 and playing on that side of the board.
Yeah, I like that's it. It actually does look terrifying, but as long as you know rook FB1 and then put the king on E2, it's how do they even, like, what do they do? I don't even understand. Like, it looks really nice for white. I mean, Duda won a game like this last year where he did exactly this. I can't remember if it was like European Blitz, European Championship or something, but that's exactly how he won.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's completely acceptable. It looks really scary, but the knight's just on the wrong side of the board. But again, if you don't play the King's Indian a lot, you're probably not going to know that. But because I played the King's Indian so much, I just know that the knight's just way off sides on a6 here. So, see what they do.
Let's see.
It.
Yeah, and then if b4 we up, b6 worst case.
We can also go bishop f6, bishop h4, but that's like for playing for a draw.
Yeah, no, look, we're just going all out for the attack.
Right, I don't care. Hikaru doesn't like being attacked. That's the one thing. We know that we're going to get chances here for a win. Okay. They're going to run their king probably at some point.
h5, right?
Why not? I'm not afraid of b4. I think we're good here. But maybe g4 they want to, Robert. Okay, whoa.
g4?
I mean, takes king e2 they want. Wow. That is bold.
Or they want just like take twice on g4 and put a knight on f3?
Yeah, but that's not out of the question at all.
We could also just play like knight c7, pawn b6, and just like run our knight around.
We could do that. And we don't have to rush with g4.
Right.
What do you think about knight c7, b4, b6?
Like, I'm not scared of
BC.
Or BC.
DC. DC and 98. Yeah, and then we have to be careful about a4, a5. But
yeah, but that doesn't scare me.
No, I like knight c7.
We could also play rook f6.
Rook f6. But then b4, I feel like, meh.
No, b4 doesn't have a threat. That's my point. Like
rook f6 or g6 you want to play.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if g4 takes king e2, what's going to be our follow-up?
I haven't got that far.
Maybe rook f6, rook h6 also.
Yeah, we can figure that part out later.
Okay, let's go try rook f6.
Or do you want to play like b6?
Knight c7, b4, b6. Is that too conservative?
Yeah, I want rook f6, right?
Okay, let's do it. Let's go for it.
You think that's good?
I'm not sure.
What's my other move candidate again?
Knight c7, b4, b6 is also available.
Yeah, but then they go a4.
Yeah, it's too slow. I think we got to try rook f6, and we got to move faster.
Yeah, they don't have an attack, dude. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just king e2 because now they lose g4 too. Because g4 you bishop h4.
Yep. Okay, so what? Rook g6, obviously.
Right, but the point now after rook g6, rook h1, g4, you can maybe even just take and go bishop h4 again, or even if you let them get g3, they're too slow now on the king side, I think.
Yeah.
No, I mean, this looks very strange to me. This doesn't look right at all.
To me, like now that we're here, I mean, okay, so I was gonna say like g4, hg, hg, and just fighting for the rook for the h file at some point in the future also looks okay. But
no. But if you go b4, g4, we're in trouble. I mean, we're in some trouble, I think.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't understand here after rook h1. I mean, do they really want to trade all the rooks off? Like, that's what I don't understand this at all.
Rook h1, yeah.
Yeah, rook h1, and what's the big deal?
No, because I was gonna wait for g4, take rook h1, but I guess you're saying after that they would trade, play g3. Well,
no, after rook h1 they would maybe we could have done it. But if you play b4, we're too slow because
because the rook can't guard everything. But I was just wondering, like we had to do something, so rook h1's probably fine. And now,
no, now but now you know what they're kind of now. There's a question here, which is, do you want to try to win the game?
Preferably.
Okay, then there's another idea here that they probably aren't aware of, which is you can play rook g1 here, followed by rook a1, followed by g3 potentially, and try to attack on the king side now.
Oh, That's
because now again the knight on a6 is out of play, and they're like, you know what? It's completely different. There's a game I played against none other than Anish Giri and Reggio Emilia in 2011, I think it was. And I got the same sort of thing where it was a king's Indian, but his king was on the king side. There was some moment where he was supposed to go king h1 and g3, and it was completely fine because I didn't have a knight on the king side. Now, it's different. It's different because the king's in the center of the board and the knight's on a6, but it's very reminiscent of there's no knight on the king side in this king's Indian, so this idea of playing g3 and trying to take the bull by the horns actually makes a lot of sense here.
Knight c7? I mean, their only plan is knight c7 and a6 b5, right? Like, that is it.
Well, I mean, they have a choice. Well, the thing, though, is G3 is very scary here, though. It's like G3 or G4. Like, because knight c7, G4, then you're threatening to maybe even go H4 at some moment, too.
So you're saying if knight c7, G4 for us is okay, because if they lock the...
I'm not worried about that. All right, queen f6.
I'm not too worried about G3. I think G3, FG, rook G3. We got to play fast, though.
Yeah, I agree. What if they play G4
Right.
here?
G4, FG, I think.
Still FG, yeah.
FG, rook G3, let's think. What do we do?
We just slide back.
Right. No, because there's no knight getting to F4. So
Yeah.
if they take, you take rook F8, bishop E3, rook G6, rook HG. I mean, it looks good to me. I would play it. You're going to get content, I think. I think you're going to get a rook sack, maybe.
No, that's all we need. Why G4 and not G3? Out of curiosity,
Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I'm actually an idiot. Yeah, I think maybe that was better. But here you're threatening to play okay, rook G3. You're threatening to play H4 anyway because take 6 and the knight goes to F3.
Yeah. Do you mean rook sack as in like for the light squared bishop and then put a knight on F5? Like, is that?
Yes, or put a bishop on. Yes, I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you figured it out. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty gang. You mean, you would play H4. You wouldn't go rook G4 right away, but I mean, that would be sort of the point.
You know, funny thing is, rook G4 right away is probably okay, actually.
It's probably
H4,
the top
rook
engine
G4,
move.
Yeah.
It's probably like the top move of the engine. That's funny.
No, I think it's quite okay.
Wow. Man, they're making such odd moves. Like, to me,
The downside of that, yeah. Let's do it.
We could also play G4 right now, I think.
HG, rook H6, bishop H6,
Yeah.
FG,
Rook
F8, knight
That looks
F3,
scary.
knight
Knight
F3.
F3 is huge.
I think rook G6 maybe is smart. I'm not sure, but rook...
Wait, so rook F... What were you saying?
Eight.
G4, HD, rook H6, bishop H6.
Wait, rook F8, yeah. So rook G6 or G4?
Well, G4, they also bishop E3.
Yeah. Or, no, bishop E3, rook G8, though. Rook G6, though. But G4, HG, HG, rook takes H6. Did we refute that?
Bishop H6.
FG.
I'm like, I don't know.
Rook F8, knight F3.
Then queen F4.
G5. I
It
don't
looks
love
scary
that.
for them.
It does.
What should we do here?
Should we go
G6?
rook G6? I'm not
I
sure,
feel
but
like
yeah, let's
feels
go
a
rook
little
G6.
scared, but I feel like it's okay.
I don't know. Knight D1,
'Cause,
knight
like,
D3 is also a thing.
Yeah, rook G6, bishop E3, G4, HG, HG, like rook F1, and then our queen's in the line of fire as well.
That's true, but then queen H4.
Such a critical moment. We got to move though.
Your call. I think rook G6 is my move, but G4 is very interesting.
Yeah, but interesting is a bad word now.
Rook F8. I don't see. I think rook G6 we should go.
Wait. G4.
G4 takes. Rook H6.
Yeah. Queen H6.
FG.
Queen H4.
Oh, knight F3.
Bishop takes G4.
Ah. Okay, let's go G4. F it.
Are you sure?
Takes. Queen H4. I'm looking. Queen F3, rook F8, queen G2 though. I don't know, man. Rook G4, HG, HG, rook H6, queen H6, FG, queen H4, queen F3.
Rook F8.
Queen G2.
Yeah, they're hanging on by a thread. Huh?
Bishop G4. Let's do it. G4, go.
Are you sure?
I'm not, but who cares?
No, I'm going rook G6. We spent way too much time. I feel like we wasted too many precious seconds. My bad. That's me.
Rook G6. So I guess the idea is they want to play G4. Now, question is if you go knight D1, G4, HG, HG, knight E3, rook F8, I mean, at the very least, you have knight F5 and you can never lose the game. So, I mean, to me, knight D1 looks like the obvious move here, but Again, it's your call. I would play knight d1 here because basically the point that I'm envisioning, like in my mind, is I'm envisioning that if you get a knight to f5, even if they win a pawn, you can plop the other knight on e4, and then c5, d6, and g5 are all very, very weak.
And any alternatives to knight d1, like just rook g1?
I'm worried that on rook g1, they're going to go rook f8 followed by g4. That's what I'm really worried about. Like, I feel like we desperately need to get the knight over. Like, I feel like everything here is move by move. I mean, again, it's your call. But I think knight d1, knight e3, knight f5, and you can never lose at the very least.
Yeah. I want to sit on my hands for a second just to throw out if there's anything else. There's just been moments that I'm like, okay, I can play the move that Hikaru said, but maybe there's an idea we're not seeing. But
no, I think rook g1, rook f8, bishop e3 is playable. The other reason I like knight d1, knight e3, knight f5 more is because it just takes any chance of us missing something tactical out of the equation. That's the reason I like it more. It's not so much that it's the best move. Like, I bet that rook g1, rook f8, bishop e3, g4, hg, fg, queen h4, king d1 is okay. But again, there is some risk there that we could lose. And also the other thing that I think I'm very good at, not to toot my own horn, is like in a position like this when you're way up on time, one of the things you want to do is you look for good moves, but also moves that there aren't like obvious replies to. Like, they don't get to just play every move in like 5 seconds, like obvious moves. But if you see something else, just tell me what you're thinking.
No, I mean, yeah, my only suggestion was going to be there, bishop e3, g4, but that is total chaos. I mean, at that point, I will be doing a lot of holding hands as opposed to... Yeah, I mean, if knight d1, and there's no knight d1...
The line that I was saying, it was knight d1, rook f8, knight e3, g4, hg, knight f5, and I just don't see how you can ever lose that position.
So bishop f5, ef, queen f5...
Queen f5, takes,
fg...
Probably you take with the rook or the pawn, I don't know. I think you probably take with a pawn, and then... Well, then there's rook f4, maybe. Rook g4, takes, e4... Rook f4, rook g1, e4, bishop. Yeah, I mean, I think that's good though, because you trade all the rooks, you go rook g1 and then bishop e3, and you can't. I don't think you can really be in any danger there, but your call.
Yeah.
I think both moves are fine.
Rook g1, rook f8, bishop e3, g4. We can. Simplicity is good. I would also like to play the practical move as opposed to just sending us into the chaos.
Because the point is, like, this light square bishop is terrible. Like, unless you can get the diagonal to bishop on g4, this is just terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, like knight e3, only move, of course, because you've already done this.
Yep. Now, g4, do we have any... We can't take fg.
Well, you could play knight f5. Well, knight f5 is going to be a transposition, probably.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, do we have hg,
rook g1? Rook g1, maybe? Yeah, hg, rook g1, maybe.
Yeah. Somehow reverse it back on them.
Yeah.
Knight f5 take.
Let's go knight c7.
Yes.
Because rook g1, h4 now, and h3 is loose in many of these positions.
Yes. And knight f5, do we take everything? That's what they're gonna do, I think. And we're up a pawn.
Yeah, we could also play b5, by the way.
We could. There's no threat. But b5 also doesn't really threaten anything. Knight f5, b5.
What if they play b4 here?
G4?
Yeah, it's getting really dicey.
b4, g4.
Knight f5.
No. Bishop f5.
Takes.
b4, b6, maybe?
Yeah, we could just go for that, but then... b4, b5 is not out of the question.
No, bc. I was calculating that. bc, dc.
Ooh.
Knight f5. I like b4, b5.
It's getting wild.
Okay, they're going to go knight f5. What's our move if knight f5?
Why can't we just take it? Sorry. What...
Takes, knight e4.
b5.
b3.
a5.
a4. Takes.
Take something and rook b8. Oh, yeah, rook's on f5. We can't go rook b8.
Yeah, knight e8. I mean, knight f5, b5 is also interesting. Okay. Oh. Wait. So what if we go h4, knight g4? Yeah.
But then we move our queen and then play b5.
Oh, and we've closed the center, haven't we? Yeah, I like it quite a bit, sort of. Yes.
Should we just play b5 first?
Do they want h4? No, then g4.
But then we go g4.
Yeah.
b5 or
b5, h4, g4, knight f5.
yeah, then we can just take it. Like I'm not so worried about that.
Do it. They're gonna go b3 and then h4 or what?
Okay, let's see.
b3,
So h4,
a.
h4, g4 is clear as a response.
Yep. Okay.
Very chaotic.
What about a5 bishop e1 with the idea to play h4? Like, is that stupid?
I still think g4 is going to be a big, because basically after g4, there's always bishop h6. Like, it might be fine if we look at move by move, but conceptually it's dangerous. So it's like a situation where conceptually it feels wrong. Oh, they went for this. Okay, well, I mean,
Rook g4?
well, you have knight g4, rook g4. Both moves are playable. I mean, it depends how badly you want to win and how badly you want content. So,
would you play rook g4?
if I were playing here, yes, I almost certainly would. Yeah.
I mean,
you gotta go for content. This is not a serious event. You gotta go for content.
I would go rook g4. The only thing I'm concerned of is a knight getting to f6 in the future, but I guess that's pretty far in the future.
The question is, if they take, do we take with the pawn or not? That's also a big question that's not obvious.
Okay.
Of course you take with the pawn, I assume.
Yeah, I also assume. Otherwise, knight b5 looks really bad.
No, this looks great, though. Like, I think positionally, this bishop on g7 is so bad here. Okay, and now you take with the h pawn, I assume, and go knight f5. Like,
interesting. Not rook g4.
I'm worried that on rook g4, rook b8. I mean,
yeah, me too.
Rook b8, knight f5. No, I mean, it's very complicated here. Rook g4 is. I actually, the more I look at this, I mean, the thing is, I'm worried that knight is going to get to h5. I really am. Yeah, I mean, I would take with a pawn, go knight f5. I mean, and just play it positionally. Yeah, I mean, I think this is fine. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
You're not worried about the h-pawn?
Well, the h-pawn's not really rolling, is it? I mean, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Like, what do you want to play? Like, knight f5's good. Rook b1's good. Knight f5 looks completely acceptable to me.
Yeah, I like knight f5. And you would, we want that rook trade, yeah? Like, we're not... I mean, our rook's not going to come alive any other way.
Depends.
So.
Long term, as I think about it, it's more the knight on c7 is very poor, actually. It's a very, very badly placed piece, right?
Yeah.
Where does it go? It's going to go to b6. Is that the idea? I'm wondering if you can reroute your bishop somehow. But I also feel like we have to move quicker. Like, I kind of am wondering about, like, rook b1, for example. Yeah, I think rook b1 and then bishop e3 and then it's really hard for me to believe this can be bad. Really hard for me to believe.
You take with the queen, yeah?
Probably.
Yes, I think it's good.
Yes, go.
I'm just making sure we're not blundering anything. By the way, we have this plan at some point of rook f6, rook f7, knight move, rook b7.
And that's why I like bishop f8. It solidifies everything.
Yeah, but I just don't like our g5 pawn being so loose.
I agree. Okay, speaking of, rook b6 is a move. We could also go knight a6, knight e8.
Knight a8.
Oh, knight e8, knight a8.
Knight e8
knight
to
e8.
g7 comes to mind.
Oh, but then we can't trade.
That's true.
I like knight e8 anyway, though, kind of, right?
Okay.
Just solidify everything. Yeah? Now, what's our next move? Is it rook b6?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Or rook takes and queen b6, right?
Queen b6, yeah, because that h-pawn is a killer.
I mean, I know we sometimes get worried, but there's no way we
Do
can...
we go a6 and rook b6?
Have a knight c7
No, knight
back.
c7. Okay, go. Rook b1.
They're
Repeat.
like rook b3. Okay, now what?
Do we go knight e8 anyway? Repeat once.
Knight e8, you said?
Yeah, why not, right?
They might go queen b1.
Or it takes b3. Why are we scared of that?
And then queen b6?
Yeah.
What about knight a8? I kind of like that.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
And the reason why I like it is just that we can play queen b6 and take back with the knight rather than the pawn.
Yeah, but queen b6, queen a4.
Oh, good point, yeah.
So queen b1, do we go rook b6?
Yes.
Okay. a4, queen b8. I like knight a8. It's an interesting move.
So they're going to move their king to g2 at some point.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get our rook around, but how do we do that?
What's our next move? Is it like king h7, rook b7, rook b6? That is.
Can we go king h7 like rook g? It's too slow.
It's too slow. Yeah, rook b6 is a move,
Yeah, rook b6 is always going to be a move.
and then it's harmonious with knight a8. So
Yeah, so we justify our move after the fact.
your move was good. I mean, your move was good because it makes them think, and we need
That's
to make
true.
this a time scramble. a4 we can take and go queen b6 because they don't have queen a4. Okay.
Now
Does
they
that
want rook
prevent
b6,
it?
queen a5.
Queen a8, queen b8. There.
Where?
Queen b8 there. Rook b6, queen a5, queen b8.
But then they take and put queen a4 at the end.
Takes, knight takes b6, though. We're okay.
Okay, rook b6.
Yeah, go. Queen a5, we also have h3.
We also have queen c7.
Queen c7, yeah, I like queen.
4 maybe. Queen a5. What? Queen a5 or queen b8, and then takes queen b6, queen a4. Yeah, I would just go queen a5 here. I would just go. Let's just play quickly on clock.
Yep.
Try
What
to
about
press them hard.
Queen a4 first. Is there-
Absolutely, absolutely. I like it.
Okay. Pre-move knight b3.
Yes, absolutely. Because then the knight's going to a5 and c6. Actually,
Yeah.
your knight's getting very, very good suddenly. Okay, that's probably a good move. I don't know. If I were playing, I'd probably go like king f2 or something just to make sure there's no h pawn trickery somewhere. But that's just me.
Let's do that. That's fine. Yeah, I'm like,
Okay, there's still no threat. I mean, okay, let's think for a second. If you trade the rooks, how's he taking? He can't take with a queen. He has to take with a knight. Only move, and then queen a6. Ooh, this is looking very dangerous. I would trade and go queen a6. This looks very dangerous, actually.
okay.
And the reason I'm telling you it looks dangerous because now I think the knight's going in. I think these knights are really good. Yeah, like queen a6 and then knight b3, knight a5, and I think it's very scary for black.
Yeah.
Very scary.
Yeah, I was looking at queen c6, but I think it's way too early to trade. But queen c6,
It doesn't work, but yeah, it doesn't work probably, but you're right. His pieces are so cramped that it's very dangerous.
yeah, if this h pawn is not an
I like it. And then
I'm
bishop
scared
e7
about it.
maybe?
Yeah, but
a4,
the
you got to be
bishop
careful.
e7.
Yeah, no bishop takes c5. Okay, wait. Knight c5 is a threat. So do we go rook h8?
Or king h7.
Oh, you want to make it safe?
No, they're going knight a5, knight c6. We need to move.
Do we go rook h8? And rook
Sure.
h7 and queen c8, maybe.
Yeah, that was smart.
Wait, do we push h3 after king g2?
What if they play knight a5 here?
h3?
King g1?
Okay, we push h2, and then we go... Just do it if they play knight a5. Go h3, h2, gain time.
Wait, why can't we just play rook h7 after knight a5?
Oh, you're afraid of losing that pawn. Okay,
right,
so
rook
you want to go
h7.
rook h7?
Yep.
Yeah. Knight a5, do we go queen c8?
Yes.
Then queen b5?
And then queen. Maybe
Oh, but knight
can we play
c6.
queen d7 here?
Queen d7, knight c6? Queen b7, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So queen
that
c8,
actually.
you think?
Queen c8, queen b5, and like rook c7 or something?
Oh, it looks ugly, but let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. No forks. Queen b5.
Rook
Do we
c7?
do it? Wait, rook c7, no tactics. Knight c6, what's our move?
Or queen d7 or something.
Oh, rook b7 there. Okay, go. Knight c6, we can go rook b7. No, knight a7. Queen a.
Here it's better to like take a breather and figure out what do we want here is the question. Still not easy to break through. I mean, I still feel like king h2 and just like slowly trying to improve the position makes sense, but maybe not. I don't know.
queen d7. We can.
I see. No, I see. There's actually, yeah, queen d7 might be dangerous.
All right, we got to make
This
a
is not
move.
easy. Yeah, I'm probably just go king h2 and just go king h2 and just try to relax and keep the position slow. Like queen d7, knight c6, rook b7, queen a6, knight c6, of course. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there like? Can we go back and sack on g5?
Possibly. Probably not, because takes queen e3, king g6. But it's an idea. No, because if you go back, there's knight takes d5.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I see that, but like right now, queen b3, bishop g5. Ooh, now it's check.
Ooh, wait, that looks like a
A4?
How do you do it? A4 rook b7 is what they want, but then queen a5, queen a6.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something here that we're missing. But I would probably just go a4 and just keep pressing. I think it makes sense.
Can we bring the bishop back to like? Okay, I'm gonna play.
Go to d2.
Yeah.
No, bishop d2 was probably a good move. Maybe rook b7 still. Queen a6, I assume. Like.
Yeah. I mean, knight a5 also was just like a draw. I mean, at least, right? Like.
Maybe. Probably not.
Knight c bishop c5. Careful. But then maybe h. What do we do? Queen c7. Do we make a wait? No. Queen c7, a5, knight d7. Maybe.
Oh my gosh, we barely got the move off.
No, we got time. A5, knight d7, right?
That's actually huge for us, getting the knight to d7.
What's our next move? Is it knight d7 anyway?
Yes.
Oh, and then rook b6, rook c6 is a threat.
Yes. Wait, I think they're in trouble.
Queen a5, knight c4.
No. Yeah, knight c4. Did we just trap their queen?
Wait. We're running out of time. Oh, bishop a5 they want.
Knight c4 doesn't work.
Knight d7, bishop a5. We can go rook b2 and queen b7, but that bishop d8, king g6. Do you want to do it? Do it. We're running out of time.
Yeah,
bishop a5, knight b8. I think bishop a5, knight b8 takes.
Wait, bishop a5, queen c8?
Are there tactics?
King h3 there.
Yeah, I like bishop a5, knight b8 is interesting.
Yeah, you got to go. You got to make a move. I don't know. Bishop a5 is a move, but they've got rook b2, which is a big problem.
King h3.
Yeah, but then queen b7. Wait, what? No. Wait. This is wait a second. No, can't you just take d6?
I'm going for it.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's the only try anyway. So pre-move bishop d6, of course.
There's no bishop d8, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. King g6. I mean, we have to try to use the pawns. I mean, it's probably is no good, but let's see. Remove. Yeah. Okay. What? I guess go to h3. I don't know. I mean, it's
rook f2 is not a problem.
Takes. No, I'm worried about knight b4. Actually, I have a feeling king. You have to go to one of the squares, and I don't know which one's right. I would probably go to g. I wouldn't go to h3, but that's just my gut instinct.
Let's just go to g1. All right.
Trying to figure out what squares the knights belong on here.
Knight b4 is coming.
Right. That is knight b4, probably just knight f5, I'm guessing. I don't know. Yeah, we mess this up. There's also knight e8 check, by the way. Yeah, knight b4, probably knight e8. Yeah, knight b4, knight e8 is obviously the move, I think. Not obviously the move, but I'm pretty sure it's got to be the only move.
Okay,
knight e8, of course. Yeah, go.
They might make a draw. I mean, they might make a draw.
They probably will. Knight d6.
Yeah.
No, I think they might have to, because if they lose e5 too, the h-pawn's not enough, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's very...
King g6.
Knight e5.
No, it doesn't work. Where should we go?
King f6. Yeah, king f6.
I did. I don't want to make a draw, though.
Do we go king f7? Is that a repetition?
I think it
not
is.
Yet.
Sorry. No, knight d6, I think is third time.
Oh, no, not yet. Wait, let's go for it.
How?
Do we go king f8, knight e5, knight c2?
How about king g7, knight e5, king f6?
Okay.
Or king f8? No, let's make a draw.
King g7.
Sorry.
No. Yeah.
Okay, I played for a win.
Yeah, do it.
I did, but I'm regretting it already. Now what?
Do we go knight c2?
Okay. Danya, I went all in for you.
We have to. Who cares? Oh, do we go
knight d4? Knight e1?
Oh, wait, but what does knight e1 threaten?
I don't know. Some kind of h3 at some point.
I think we should go knight d4.
Okay.
Go.
We got
no time.
I'm worried about these two pawns coming our way. Whoa.
Do we have? We can give a series of checks. Rook b1, rook b2, if you want, to buy us some time.
Let's do that.
Pre-move it. Pre-move. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. King.
I'm not gonna pre-move. Don't worry.
Are you afraid that they're gonna go to e3 or something?
No. Because then we take on f5.
Robert. We always have the move knight e6 and knight f4.
Right. Check.
So check. Yeah. Gives us a little time. Now let's calculate. King G1 96 you don't like.
King G1 96 D7.
Rook D2.
93 or something.
Oh. King E7.
So hard to calculate this.
Do we go 92?
Now?
Wait, King F1. Do we do that?
Should I throw the check in again?
Yes. Do we have a win here?
Dude,
96
I
we
don't
can try,
know.
but we can try 96. That's a repetition. 96, D7, Rook D2. It's interesting. Do we go 96? Do it.
Okay.
Move.
I won 96. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Crap. If I lose, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We're going for it, you know?
Rook B2, right?
I was wondering if we could have taken on F5, by the way, but I...
Oh, maybe we
too
can,
much
yeah.
thought, but-
No, GF. There's too many pawns. No, we should have...
It's still very tricky, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think we have to go D7, right? I mean, unless there's some other move that you see.
No, I don't see another move.
I mean, there's knight D7 too.
Yeah, okay. King.
I mean, King G1, of course, because if you go forward, there's Rook D2. I mean, the rook is the knight's stopping the pawn temporarily.
King G1, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
King E3, just they promote. I mean, there's
Yeah,
no
I
way
think
to.
just H3, H2. There's no way to save it. I assume F2 is correct. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, I think F2 is correct. King G1.
Trying to think if there's any way not to make this draw, but I don't.
No, but I mean, if we don't go to G1 or if we don't go to G1, we're going to lose the game, I think.
Yeah, there's no way to get rid of the knight on E6 for now. Okay, but they're very
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
they're very intent on playing on, so they might not even repeat here. So
Yeah, I mean, the problem is I just don't know how you're supposed.
Dropping more pawns.
I don't know.
Also, after Rook D2, we can play Knight F4 in some positions.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying. What is our construction that's going to win?
I don't have that for you. Oh, wait, Danya.
Oh, King to D6. King to D6.
Exactly. King D6. Okay, now time's evening up too.
Okay, what's our next move? Is it A6?
A6 looks good to me.
Is there a downside to H3? No, A6 maybe.
Yeah, their king gets closer to the pawn.
Yeah, and we might, if we lose the pawn, we're busted, so. Okay. Do we go Knight F4, or is there a downside to Knight F4? Do we repeat once? Maybe repeat once?
Knight where?
Is there a downside to Knight F4?
Oh, sorry.
Wait.
Yeah, I heard
Wait. Depends where they go. Yeah, repeat once.
Check?
I think so. It's not a repetition. Is there a downside to Knight F4?
Knight F4.
Knight E3, King E7. Knight E3, though, is annoying, isn't it?
King E7. We put our king on D8.
Oh, but Knight D5 trades knights, and then we win.
Right,
Yeah, I
Knight
think
F4?
it's not bad. I think it's not.
Knight F4?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, Danya. We're getting brave here.
Knight E3, what do we do?
Knight E3.
King E7.
King
Knight
E7?
D5, we trade, and that's just winning, right?
Right, so Knight E3.
King E7, Knight F5, King E6.
Knight F5, King E6, yes.
What's our next move if they go King G1?
Maybe we can give.
How do
can
we
always give
win
checks.
this? Knight E2, Knight G3 also.
But I'm not sure that's winning.
If they
Wait a
trade?
second. Then we bring our king up.
Yeah. I don't think
That's
they have a
actually-
move here.
That's pretty huge.
Okay,
Oh,
so do we go King E7?
King E7 looks good, right?
Yeah, now
Wait,
Knight D5.
We take.
King D8, King D8, King D8, King D8. That's fine. Knight D5, Robert. Do we take?
Yes.
E takes D5. What's our move?
Rook E2?
Oh, and Knight F7 takes and Rook A2, and we go for the A pawn?
Good question. What do we do?
Also, King D8 is a move, but I don't know about King D8. Let's take.
I think we take it, right?
Take. No risk,
I did,
right?
I did,
no
I
risk.
did.
Okay, so Rook E2, Knight F7. Do we go? I think Rook E2, right?
What about Rook A2? We have no threat.
No, but no thread. Yeah. So I think Rook
Rook
E2.
E2, right?
Yes, d6, we have king d8. Knight f7, be prepared to take on d7. Knight g5, rook a2, or actually rook c2, no, then knight f7, king e7, knight e5. So maybe rook a2 there.
Okay, so knight f7, king d7, right?
Knight g5.
Wait, what if they go knight c6, king d7, knight b8, king d6? Okay, what?
Oh, careful. No.
Rook c2.
I just feel like we're going to lose some of these pawns while winning some of their pawns. Like rook e3.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Just knight. Oh, wait a second. e5 takes, d6, king d8. No, there's no trick. So yeah, I mean, I guess knight e5 back, I guess.
Yeah, I was just going to play it. Okay, knight t3, yeah?
Mm-hmm, yep.
Well, if I know anything, they're not going to repeat, so...
Yeah, so go back, of course. Because now they can't go rook e2, right? Because it's a 3-fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what's the deal though? King g1, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand what they're doing, actually. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Could we have played like a d6 and just kind of like... Yeah, I don't know, and like some... I guess we just lose after rook e2. We can't defend our knight.
Okay, so they go king d8. So there's still no actual idea, right, after king h1? I mean, I don't know. Like, I'd play king h1, but that's just me.
Yeah, okay, rook e2, we still have the same knight d3.
Also knight f7 again, like...
Yeah, at least this time we hit h3. I don't know which set of pawns is better to go after.
Okay, so now there's a question, though, whether f4 is a move or not. Or d6 is a move. There's no stalemate, right? Just to be clear. Yeah, no stalemates here. f4 takes g5, rook e2. I mean... Oh, you got to move, though. Just...
Yeah.
I don't know which move it is. I mean, we don't have enough time, so I would just go for it.
Yeah, I would play f4.
G5, maybe? Yeah, I guess G5.
C3.
G6.
Oh, no, rook c3, king h2, rook g3.
Yes, exactly.
So
exactly.
rook e2,
So
right?
do we go rook e2? Yes.
Okay,
now knight g4, f3, g6, rook g2, knight e5. Fudge. Oh, rook g3 there.
Wait, knight g4, king d7?
G6.
King e7? Okay,
wait,
here?
Can we go f3? Wait. F3, g6. F2.
F3, G6.
No. Knight f2 then. What's the win? F3, g6, rook g2. F3, g6, rook g2. Is that not winning?
What's wrong with f3, g6, king d7?
F3. Now g6, do we go rook g2 or king d7? No, why not rook g2 though?
I don't know.
Why not rook g2? Just do not go f2. Knight e5, we have f2. Knight e5, we have f2. Rook g2. Do they have a move?
Oh my gosh, we're threatening rook g1 and f2, huh?
And we're threatening f2 immediately. No, we're not. We are not. F2. Wait. F2 is that? Wait, rook g1 and f2. Wait. Rook g1 and f2 though. No. Do we want to go rook g f2? F2. Go.
Oh my goodness, Danya.
Which queen do we make, Robert?
H1.
Now do not rush and watch for forks.
I'm not rushing.
Wait.
H1.
H1, we win. H1, go. Queen, make a queen.
Oh my goodness, Danya, we got it.
Wait. Do not pre-move.
Oh
do not pass $200. F1 and queen F4. Queen F4. Don't mouse slip.
Oh my gosh, I almost mouse slipped because I'm like touch.
Pre-move queen E5.
I don't need to pre-move at 36 seconds. Danya, we got this.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh, that was so nerve-wracking. Oh my goodness, I hated every second of that, but I loved it.
Me too. I'm so sorry. I was so obnoxious. I was so obnoxious there.
Oh, how did we do?
How did we do that? It's all you, Robert. All you. We would have blundered like 800 times.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh. Are you not hyped? Are you not entertained? We have got 22,000 on YouTube, 10,000 Twitch. That was insane drama, and somehow the Hess and Danya team get it done. Guys, that was incredible chess. I don't know what to say. Hess and Danya, congratulations. Your thoughts on keeping your nerves there under pressure?
Well,
I didn't keep my nerves. Robert did.
No, I want to shout you out, Danya, because there was a moment where we were really close to taking a repetition, and we were down to like 2 seconds, and Danya was just believing in our position, and it's like, we should play on. So I was like, you know what? If this were my game, maybe I would have taken the easy way out, but we went for it. And yeah, I think Danya's opening choice was a smart one too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was hanging by a thread for the last 60 moves. We played a King's Indian. Robert put his faith in the opening, and in critical moments, I would have lost on time. Robert made all the best moves. I'm just really proud of the way we did it, and that was a crazy game.
Oh, I didn't even realize they pulled up the chessboard. I'm sorry. I was clicking through the game. Hikaru and Levy, it felt like you guys were putting pressure. You felt good about the compensation as white for a long time. Hikaru, where did you feel this one might have slipped away for you guys?
Well, I mean, the big mistake, it's my mistake, is I should have just told Levy to play knight f5 when we played. I think we played rook hg1, if I'm not mistaken. It felt like the right move, and I had a feeling it was very good. And then, Levy was wondering about other options, and I didn't really think it could be that dangerous. But to Danya and Robert's credit, they played this h4 move, which really forced the situation. I think it was still completely fine for us even after that. But it wasn't really clear what was going on, whether we were better, whether it was equal. And then I think at some point we got a little bit careless. We let them get this rook to b7. This idea of rook b7 was like rook b2, rook b1, and queen b7. And after that, I guess computer still thinks it was fine, but it was much easier for them to play at the very least. So credit goes to them.
Back to that position, Hikaru, your instincts were right. Probably knight f5 was more direct.
We were expecting that, but it was complicated.
Well, it's 0.5. It's 0.5. But the main reason knight f5 is better is not that it's not so much the actual evaluation. It's because there's zero risk. Like, what we did looks very pretty, but if black can ever get the piece to the b file, there's serious risk. That's the problem. Yeah. It's not in the other line. It's zero risk, and probably with good defense, it can be a draw, but there's no chance of losing. But when you do that, the way that we played it with the rook sack, it's still fine, but 3 results are in play. That's the main thing. 3 results are 100% in play. That's the problem. 3 results in play. So yeah.
Wow. Honestly, it was incredible. There were moments there, and you guys will go over it with the engine, so I don't need to pretend like that I have anything to offer there. But there were moments where down the stretch it was still a draw, it was still equal, and it was just crazy that Hess and Danya, you guys kept putting pressure. Levy, how nerve-wracking was that for you in those final moments where you felt like you had to make a move with seconds on the clock there?
Yeah, no, for me, the whole format is kind of interesting because Hikaru's instinct is so sharp, and I have to do a balancing act of just kind of Simon Says versus let me just throw out a couple of ideas here. And if you watch the tape back on my stream, we had a lot of good, I think, interesting conversations about a lot of lines. But it's life, right? At this one moment in the middle game on the 25th move, like knight f5, if I just kind of Simon Says that, we would have had a very stable game. But we had a conversation about putting this rook on g4, trading it, and I was like, we're going to get the knight to f5, and they have 30 seconds, and I was very optimistic. And of course, once we get into the endgame, I loved our position, but then they created a bit of counterplay. And even here, I just thought they were going to repeat about 5 times, but they kept pushing. And I guess our defensive task was a bit more complicated, even though they only had 16 seconds. So even here, I thought, okay, they're just going to play themselves into a loss, but it was really tough for us to get our pawns rolling. So that's life.
Well, Hikaru, like you said, it was for the content, right? You're playing this event for the content, and here you had this rook g4 idea rather than knight g4. That moment there, we ended up getting the rook sack content we wanted, but objectively, you felt like that is still a decent idea though for white, regardless of the content.
It's okay before b5. I think once b5, b3 is included, it's not as good. Basically, I think without b5, b3, it's probably completely fine. I think once b5, b3 happens, it's still okay, but it's kind of on the edge. And yeah, it's just a difficult position, I think. And credit to them for playing h4, because h4 is not an obvious move to play, because White's never really threatening to play h4 himself. So credit goes for playing that h4. I think probably the critical moment was when they found this rook h8, rook h7 idea, because without that, it definitely felt like it was going our way. As for later, like I guess it was still a draw without knight f5, but I think at that point it's already it's all crazy.
Hess and Danya, you guys do get all the credit in the end, and I remember hearing your thoughts in this position, your presence of mind to throw in b5, already kind of thinking about the b file here. Obviously, objectively, the position was crazy. Engine says it could have gone either way, but when did you guys think, like, oh, wait, like, when did you first think, oh, we might have a chance to win this, Danya or Hess?
I'll add my 2 cents. Yeah, I mean, I think that when we got into the c6 line in the King's Indian, I felt pretty confident out of the opening. I felt really optimistic. Then kind of I personally came down to earth. We spent, like 6 minutes, like we just could not, it's like you're sitting in a restaurant and you just cannot decide between those 2 menu items. I don't remember exactly what moment it was, Robert. I think it was, which move did we spend like 7 minutes on?
I think it was rook
G6. It was rook G6, which you ended up making the right decision, by the way. You guys were this close to playing G4.
Yeah, which, okay, according to the computer is bad, but practically is interesting, and that's the thing with the King's Indian. So once we spent 6 minutes, I was really, really pessimistic because the position remains so complicated. It's going to be complicated for the rest of the game, and we've got, 1 minute. But, all credit to Robert. He, didn't go for the draw. Obviously, when we got into that endgame, I started getting really excited. When we finally managed to trade all the pieces without blundering a fork. When we traded the knights, when our knight got to e6, there were moments when Robert was that close to making a draw, but somehow he was able to execute the move. And, I apologize to Robert and to fans if I was obnoxious. I really didn't mean to be. I was just putting my heart into the game. And there were so many moments when literally we were walking a razor's edge for 70 moves. And, I only started getting truly optimistic when we made that queen. And then still, queen f3 would have been a funny ending to the game. But yeah, all credit to Robert. And that was really, really amazingly played, obviously, by Hikaru and Levy. Crazy game. Could have gone either way, obviously.
I'm not taking the credit, but Danya's so polite throughout the whole game. He's like, oh, if we lose because we said to play the King's Gambit, I'm sorry. I'm like, dude, it's move 4.
King's Indian.
Like, we're fine. We're just hanging in there. But I think that, honestly, Danya pushed us to be resilient because there were just like moments to throw in pawn exchanges. It got really dicey on the queen side. We were scared because they infiltrated with their queen and their knights, and everything was looking like it was hanging on the edge. And I only see now that there were some tactics missed, but it felt like we were just continuously hanging on. And then their queen sort of got trapped, even though it was aggressive, and this knight b8 maneuver. So, Danya had a lot of confidence heading into the end game. And I think that if it were not for him saying, like, I think we have something here, maybe pushing the H pawn up a square just to freeze them, I think he really helped lead us to victory. So it was a real team effort. That's really what it was. Both of us just bouncing ideas off of each other.
And that's what this tournament is all about, I think.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this is awesome. We've already had a few hours of exciting chess, so I'll get us closer to it. Let's remind everybody of what that means. It means that Team Danya and Hess moves on to the finals, and they will be facing the C² crew, who, by the way, have been hanging out in chat pretty much all game. So you guys have the microphone, and they don't. What do you want to say to C²? You want to throw down some trash talk right now?
Well, I'll just say there's a reason that I worked with Fabiano one time and one time only. He discarded me, and I feel that in my heart. And so I think Danya and I, we're going to team up. We'll be the underdogs on paper. I feel like that's been sort of how we've been since the beginning. But I think as Alicia Keys sings, you got to be the underdog. You got to be fierce, and we're going to fight.
I agree.
Underdogs are going to fight. I don't know if you guys are the underdogs anymore. You guys seem to be playing well, but shout out to C². Of course, you guys will be playing in the finals, and shout out to you guys, Hikaru and Levy. This was awesome. You did deliver the content. It was hype. It was crazy, and and it was full of drama. So, all right, well, we do have a Title Tuesday coming up, and I don't know if you're planning to play. Hikaru, are you playing the next Title Tuesday, or are you chilling?
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm very, very glad that we don't have Armageddon, because this way I don't have to like multitask at the same time.
Yeah, that's why I played for a win. You know, that way everybody goes home or stays home and plays Title Tuesday. So,
well, good luck to you guys all playing Title Tuesday, seriously. And this was awesome, so much fun. Hope to do it again. Hikaru, have fun. And everyone else, Robert and Danya, congrats. We'll see you in the finals.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, see you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
GG's,
All
guys.
right, everybody. That was our Team Chess battles. And enjoy. Stick around for Title Tuesday. For everyone here, the crew producing, I'm signing off right now. Enjoy Title Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll see you for the next show.
GG's, Hikaru.